The Ink and Paint Club podcast is intended for mature audiences. I know we're usually talking about kids' cartoons and stuff, but there's going to be naughty language. Anyway, listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to the Ink and Paint Club podcast, your weekly home for animation reviews and discussions.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Ink and Paint Club podcast for this week.
Wait, are you starting?
Yes.
Oh.
That's the intro there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I am your host JD, and I've got a colorful cast of characters with me here tonight.
Especially me, all the colors of the fucking rainbow.
There you go. So first we've got returning funny man Mr. Dustin's with us tonight.
Do I hear wedding bells?
Oh,
Romance is in the air.
Oh God. Someone who's been on our show, but I haven't been on a show with him. Phil's back.
Yep, that's me. I'm the unfunny one, though.
There he is.
Phil, we love you.
Oh, thank you.
I haven't been with you long enough to develop feelings either way, so you're a blank slate on my book. So
all right, good.
Don't fucking ruin it.
And those dulcet
I already did.
And those dulcet tones belong to a new guy on our show, Nolan.
Who's that?
That's you.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's me. It's Nolan.
Hello.
Hi. I've done podcasts before. I think am I doing good so far?
You're doing great.
You're blowing it.
This is A material.
Can you rate me 5 stars on iTunes?
Totally. If I put this on iTunes.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
All that good stuff.
Make sure to donate to our Patreon, where for $5 a month you can access 2 extra minutes of podcast content.
Donate
we
$10
don't have a
and I'll sing you a
Patreon.
nice lullaby.
I can't guarantee it'll be nice, but I can guarantee I will sing something.
There you go.
Yeah.
Speaking of really bad Patreon rewards, I remember there was one from this one guy I used to follow, and the reward was like, for $25 a month you can play with me on Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, and I was like, what a steal.
Finally.
What a steal.
I need friends.
I can finally play with you on Super Smash Bros. For the low price of $25 a month.
Just 25?
What a bargain.
You make it seem like it's expensive and unreasonable. Why would you say it like that?
So anyway, as is basically tradition here on our show, it's Valentine's Day, and I think this episode's actually going to come out on Valentine's Day this year, so that's cool.
That's tomorrow.
What are the odds?
It's in 2.5 hours, so you better hurry the fuck up, JD.
Oh God. Anyway, so basically, our Valentine's tradition here on our channel is we like to just sit around and talk about fictional ladies because ladies are cool, and
we're sad.
I'm not sad.
Oh.
I'm doing this emphatically.
I'm sad.
In fact, I'm proud of it.
Yeah. JD, don't you have something called like I don't know, like a wife?
Yeah, I do. I think she's sleeping in the other room.
The perfect time.
She has a teacher job. She has to sleep.
We have to record this while she's asleep. Quick.
That sounds terrifying, but okay.
Yeah. So basically, how this works, guys, since you guys are all new to this show, or at least our Valentine show. All of us made a list of 5 female characters, whether that's from video games, cartoons, what have you. And we'll basically just go around and one at a time we'll present our characters, say why we like her, and discuss as we will. I put everyone through a randomizer, and the order is going to be Dustin, me,
God.
Phil, and then Nolan. Is that acceptable to everyone?
I wanted to be last.
Sure.
I wanted to be last anyway, so this works out in my favor.
Fantastic.
I wanted to be last anyway, so this doesn't work in my favor. This is the exact.
Well, too bad. You're the opposite of last.
This is the exact opposite of what I wanted.
Hey, Dustin. Even though you're going to be first, I can assure you, in real life, you are definitely last.
Thank you for noticing.
I'm sorry, that was too mean. That was really mean.
No, it makes me feel a lot better.
No, Dustin, take the gun out of your mouth.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay, but I'm only.
All right.
But I like how it tastes.
This is getting too real.
There's better ways to get zinc in your system. Have you tried multivitamins?
Multivitamins.
What are those?
You know,
they're good for you, I guess.
Oh, then I don't want
yeah.
it.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. So Dustin, you're up first. So why don't you hit us with your first lady?
Yes. Why don't I?
Do it.
Okay. Oh, geez. Who to start with?
You only have 5. Come on.
You acting coy doesn't make this any less cringy, so just have a go.
I'll just try to delay this as long as possible. Okay.
Please don't.
I'll start with Ms. Baker from Clarence. How's that for all you guys?
There you go.
Yay.
She's a favorite of mine. She's from the show Clarence. Ms. Melanie Baker is a teacher at Aberdale Elementary School, Clarence's class, and you know she's cute. I like her.
Yeah.
She's so frazzled and stressed out, and the kind of person you want to make feel better after a long, hard work day.
You want to take some coconut oil and just lather it all over her and see the squishy
I mean
of the oil.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't have put it in so many words, but
you can feel the calluses on her feet, and you want to take a pet egg to it. You know, just give her a little spa day, even if you don't exactly know how to do that. You know?
Quick sidebar: I really need to get one of those pet egg things. My feet are crusty.
Yeah, mine are too. I've developed a callus on my feet, my thumbs, and my brain.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
I hope you like feet, you filthy fucks.
But I like that she tries her best to be a good teacher and connect with the kids in her class. There's one episode where she's really stressed out, saying that someday she feels like she and the kids are on the same level, and on other days they're not. And she just wants to be good at her job, and she's Did I mention how super cute and sweet she is? Can you guys tell that I wrote this down in a script?
Yes. You told me you were doing that.
Yeah, I just made little bullet point lists of stuff to talk about.
Oh, but, Dustin actually prepares.
I'm winging this shit.
I gotta practice my improvisational skills.
Wait, hold on, guys, hold on. Sidebar. JD.
What?
JD, we were supposed to have a list.
I mean, we made one, so.
Fuck. All right. Well. Okay. Continue, Dustin.
Yes.
Continue.
It's cool. It'll keep you on your feet.
Yeah.
I just gotta write something down.
But I like how she's not really I don't want to say she's a super hot supermodel type of character. She has a very realistic look to her. You know, they show her kind of frumpy looking. They show her just kind of in her shitty, stupid pajamas with her hair all bundled up in some scenes. And,
no, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally not sad, and you know.
Definitely not. No, I mean that's part of why that's part of what makes her so cute is she does kind of live this. I don't want to say pathetic, but, she's always kind of trying to find the right guy for her. She's always on dates.
She has the cartoon teacher life.
Exactly.
That's like every cartoon teacher ever.
Exactly.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of There's a Man in the Woods, that little short film online, that one.
That sounds It sounds familiar.
Well, give it a watch when you guys have the spare time.
Yeah, after we're done, I'll look it up.
Yeah, is it the one with like the little kid in? Oh wait,
he says there's a man in the woods. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that. That was an interesting short.
The one with the man.
Yeah, that's the teacher.
Huh? I'll have to rewatch that one. It was good.
But like there's one scene where it's presumed she's out on a date with someone. And it's in the middle of a huge rainstorm, and their tire on their car popped, and so she's the one out in the rain changing the tire for this guy. The guy's just sitting in the tire, being a douchebag.
Whoa!
He's sitting in a tire?
Yeah, he's sitting in the car. But
okay.
If he were sitting in the tire, he would be out in the rain, and it would be understandable why he was
Dustin,
so upset.
Chivalry is dead.
It really is.
That's not true. I held the door open for someone once.
There you go. But
Listen.
you see her just like drenched in rain, and obviously doesn't want to be there. It's like, I would treat you right. I would treat you the way a man would.
A real man.
I'd take you back to my house and we'd watch all my cartoon DVDs.
So wait, Dustin.
Yeah.
You want her to be treated like by a real man?
Yes.
So do you know one?
Wow.
Oh, whoa. Low blow.
That hurts.
I'm sorry, Dustin. You're the best man I know. I just like roasting people. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
I'm glad you say I'm the best man you've ever met when we just met not too long ago.
Like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that says a lot about me.
Dustin's great. We love having him on.
He's all right.
Dustin is a good boy. Certified good boy.
Yeah, he's okay.
10 out of 10.
He's kind of an asshole, but
now
not
even.
Now, we were talking about teachers. Anybody remember Miss Frizzle?
I do remember Miss Frizzle. I saw someone just at a convention this weekend.
You know how she's like, seatbelts, everyone. I mean, that's probably a euphemism for something. Am I right, guys?
I mean, most likely, probably.
If you really look into it,
if you look at the subtext,
if you
I'm gonna write.
If you add subtext into it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Y'all ever hear seatbelts, everyone?
That's my new safe word.
That's my new safe word for when I'm driving and want to be safe.
Wait, JD, you said that was you said that was your safe word?
That's my new safe word.
Good to know. Anyway.
See, Arnold's warning us every episode what's going to happen with the frizz. No one's like, with the frizz? No way!
Please let this be a normal field trip. With the frizz? No way!
No way!
Miss Frizzle is like, I have very strange interests. Show me.
Oh my god!
You open up her bedroom and it's a bunch of sign shit.
I mean, probably.
Y'all ever wonder like what Miss Frizzle does in her free time? She probably just like fucking like I don't know what she does.
Probably makes horrifying monster creatures.
Do you think the bus is like an eldritch being with its soul trapped?
Probably.
Like it's human?
Most likely.
I'd like to think it is.
Anytime it honks, it's like, please help me, get me out of this. This witch trapped me in a bus.
No. It doesn't say anything. All it can do is like scream, like oh! And then the students are, and then
school bus.
and then that little bitch Phoebe is like, wow, we didn't have buses that screamed in horror at my old school. Like she was some fucking special little brat. Shut up, Phoebe. Nobody cares about you.
No one cares about your old school. You're at this school now.
Poor Phoebe.
Yeah, get fucked.
Oh.
Sorry, we can't be like your precious old school.
Oh no.
But
Oh no.
I guess the only other thing I have left to say about Ms. Baker, other than she's mwah mwah cutie sweetheart, is there's one episode where Clarence is so he has this doll called his little buddy. And
oh yeah, the goth episode.
Yeah.
Emo episode.
Yeah. Oh, what happens? Why does he get rid of? Oh, he's given a timeout by Miss Shoop, and because of that, it puts Clarence in like a really bad mood. He like buries the doll, and it turns him into like this punk goth. But then Ms. Baker makes it all better by getting him his doll back and talking with him about it, and she's really good about it.
Aw.
And she says, "Remember what happened to the boy who got everything he wanted?" And then she winks at the screen and says, "He lived happily ever after," like from the movie, right?
Wait. So what did happen to the boy?
He died.
Oh, fuck!
But she,
dude, that's a spooky story. That's a spooky story. Why didn't you warn me?
Sorry, I thought this was the Halloween episode.
Yeah, it's the creepypasta episode. Surprise!
And then Clarence's eyes turned black and blood came out of them.
And everything was hyper realistic.
We made the same exact joke on Pizza Party with the actual voice actor of Clarence.
Oh, jeez. That makes this even scarier.
Oh my. I'm spooked.
I also got him to say I'm all wrapped up in the Clarence voice, so I win. Haha.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm going to have to step up my game.
I know you are, thank you. Yeah.
And okay, the very last thing I'll say about Ms. Baker, I like her hair. I like her poofy hair.
Poofy hair is kind of fun.
I thought you said poopy hair, and I was like, dude.
It is brown.
My God.
Okay. Wait, Dustin, you came up with Urchin, right?
Yeah,
That
that's
Urchin
me.
character? Yeah. Why is she dirty all the time? Do you have something to say about that? Because you just also mentioned poopy, so I'm kind of, a little bit concerned that you have something about, like, gross stuff.
No.
So,
what?
people who don't bathe.
What are you talking about? Let's move on to who's next. Who's next on this list?
I guess I'm next.
The X-Files theme plays.
Okay, so let's see. I'll just get my cringiest one out of the way now.
Here we go.
Save it. And remember, everybody, this is a judgment-free zone.
Yeah, no, it's not. So go ahead.
Just remember that, everyone listening. You can't criticize us. This is a judge-free zone.
It's the internet. They can criticize all they want. But anyway, I don't really watch this show, but I like Applejack from My Little Pony. I'll admit that.
Here we go.
You fake ass liar. You watched My Little Pony.
I watched. Okay, so I honestly, Melanie and I had a discussion similar to this that kind of explained this a little bit. So I really like the design of Mercy from Overwatch, probably to an unhealthy degree. I've never really played Overwatch, but we've kind of discovered that, like, both of us kind of like, we can appreciate a character design or character traits from something that we're not particularly fans of. So I have seen a few episodes. I've seen the movie that came out because we reviewed it for the show. I'm not a fan of the show. It is a harmless, cute kids show. I don't, whatever. But I like her design, and from what I've seen in the show, I like her character traits.
Yeah, Applejack's cool.
Yeah, I mean, she, from what I can gather, she's like a down home, good old girl. She kind of fits into my my tomboy kind of interests.
She is definitely the most normal of the six.
Yeah, you can put it that way. But yeah, I don't know.
I have a niece. I usually have to watch the show when she comes to visit, so I know more about it than probably all of you guys. Maybe.
It's all good, man. But no, I think the design's pretty nice. I like the orange stuff. The orange and yellow kind of design, and I think I might have a thing for like I hate to say country girls, I guess. I don't know. I just like the little cowboy hat.
Well, yeehaw.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain things.
It's all
I didn't
good.
prepare like good. Dustin did.
Listen. Your dick can't tell the difference, so why all the fuss?
I guess it's true. I'm not into bestiality though, so.
Yeah, no.
I was referencing this image this Brony made where it was somebody bent over and then a horse flank, and they wrote that caption down, and every time I remember that I die a little on the inside.
I would too.
Oh, the bronies. No, thank you.
Yeah, and see,
I was like submerged, like waterboarded style, into the brony community, even though I wasn't into it at the time.
Ooh.
A lot of my friends made me. One of my ex-friends made me draw a lot of clopping art for him.
Ooh.
I still have a lot of it.
Yeah, I'm not into that. I mean, I will reblog or favorite something on like if someone draws a cute picture or something, but I'm not into the.
Oh yeah, I draw them. I like drawing them. I usually just draw them for fun because like JD said, I like the design, so I usually like to exaggerate them, draw them in my own style.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's still Lauren Foss art.
Oh yeah,
she's still a great artist,
exactly.
So.
And plus, I like using I like drawing them and coloring them because all the variety of colors, it's fun to mix it up a bit because I don't do a lot of coloring like I should. So I usually because you know how like they have the colored outline, so that's usually how so I'm not using standard black outlines all the time.
I feel you.
Use your clipping groups, my guy.
I'm lazy. I just draw for fun. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so
coward.
So yeah. Applejack's cool. I like her country accent. It's fun.
Yep. Boy howdy,
man. I don't know. I like. I don't know.
I can shove all these apples into my mouth.
Max G's cool. I don't know. I
think need to get HDD on here.
I think in a friend group where most of them are very much way more feminine, the one that kind of leans more masculine, I guess, is what stands out to me, I guess.
So what you're saying is you're a closet gay.
No, I just like girls that are more into dude stuff because they're easy to relate to.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not into dick. If that's what you're implying.
That's what they all say.
Oh boy.
That's what everyone on the planet says.
Oh boy. Where is this
Anyway, Phil of the Future, I think, is up next.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me. I'm from the future.
And the star of a very popular Disney Channel show.
Oh, trust me, that is not the first time I've heard that. Trust me, all the Phil names from cartoons and whatever, I've heard it.
Hey, how's it going, Philip J. Fry?
Hey, he's cool. I'm alright with that.
There are no Dustins in cartoons.
I'll find one.
Except 16.
Yeah, there was one in a single episode of 16, and that's it.
Dustin, it is now my sole mission in life to find cartoon characters named Dustin.
Okay.
And then send them to you.
That's good, because I don't want to do it. That'll save me a lot of time.
Alright, Phil, hit us with your first one.
Hit us with your best shot, and then fire away.
Oh boy.
No.
Okay.
Okay, we'll start with, Barbara from Rayman Legends.
Hooray.
Yeah, we first saw her when the Wii U trailer leaked.
Oh, right, the teaser. got leaked.
Yeah, because everyone was like, "Oh, where's this?" Because it was showing off the Wii U before even the Wii U was shown off, and I think IGN leaked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, brand new characters," and then they showed this Viking girl, and I was like, "Oh, she's pretty cool looking." And everyone was like, "Oh, it looks like help." I've never seen Brave. What's her name?
Merida.
Yeah,
Meredith.
she looks like Merida because
thank you to
she's.
remember her name.
Hey, I never watched the movie. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's Meredith, isn't it?
It's Merida.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Merida.
That's what I said, Meredith.
Merida,
Yeah.
duh.
Oh.
Meredith.
Murder.
But yeah, ever since Origins, like they've Rayman's had like the cute girls drawn, so I'm kind of glad that like they went with that art style. I can't imagine what she would look like if they were still doing like the original Rayman.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've never played Origins or Legends, but I really dig its art style.
Oh, I love me some Rayman Origins and Legends.
Oh yeah, and then like she doesn't really even say much. I mean, they're pretty much speechless characters. I think it's more all in like design and stuff of why I really like her. I mean, like they show her personality in like the E3 trailers or where she's like all rough and tumble.
Yeah.
And she just likes to she's very mischievous and just likes to beat the shit out of things.
She has a missing tooth.
Well, she does, and then she has all. Technically, they call them like what are her cousins or something.
Oh yeah.
Even though they're just reskins. That's pretty much all. They're just like, oh, it's a different character, but it's just a reskin.
Yeah. They still look cool though.
Oh yeah, everybody likes them. They still treat them as separate characters.
Yeah.
I really need to play these games.
You should. They're fun.
Yes, you do.
They're fun
I mean,
and not as hard as people make them out to be.
Hey, you have a PS4,
I
right?
sure do.
PSN is having a Ubisoft sale. You can buy a digital copy of Legends for $10 off of there.
Ooh.
Wait, okay,
So, I'm just
I remember something like they're putting out like a definitive edition of Legends, right?
It was for Switch. They already did it. It's only definitive because it
all the
has
DLC and stuff.
Well, it had the Murphy stages and it's portable. Other than that, I really wouldn't say it's definitive.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the extra stuff is not worth it, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's not worth it if you already have it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, then it's totally worth getting it.
Well, I don't have a Switch, so I guess it's not
there
worth
you go.
it
Then you don't have
Well, like I said, digital copy's only $10 this week, so that might be your best bet.
Now I'm kind of kicking myself. I mean, I'm not regretting my decision, because when we got our PS4, PlayStation's like, hey, here's $10 to the PlayStation Network, go nuts. And I spent half of it buying... I spent that money plus whatever else was left to buy the OKKO game, which I do enjoy, but...
That's good.
For the whole $10, I could have bought Rayman, I guess, but oh well.
Well, the sale's only for this week, and they're always doing sales on that game. That game's like up and down.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep an eye on it then.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Barbara. She's more on design and why I like her a lot.
That's pretty cool.
She does have a cool design. I like her helmet. I like her crazy red hair.
The big axe she can slide on like a sled.
Yeah. And it's crazy how she kind of skyrocketed to the top of the Rayman character popularity chain.
Yeah, hopefully they keep her, though.
I don't see any way they wouldn't keep her. I mean, she's the only other playable character other than Rayman in Rayman Adventures, right?
Yeah, I think they threw Glowbox in there at one point. At some point,
that's good because Glowbox is the best character. we all know that.
We could devote a podcast just to Glowbox later on down the line.
Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to the Glowbox episode. But I mean, even in Smash Brothers, they the 3 Rayman trophies they included were Rayman, Glowbox, and Barbara, so I see her as being, like... I can't imagine any other Rayman games coming out without her, so...
That'd be cool.
Hopefully.
So, Nolan, you got a character to hit us with?
Well, I was looking at the spreadsheet, but it appears at February 12th, 11:17 p.m., my entries were deleted.
Oh no.
I thought they were jokes, so... I'm sorry.
JD.
I'm sorry.
I thought you weren't being serious.
Well, I guess I'll have to start over.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess I should post a disclaimer that I am a flaming homosexual.
Hey, man.
So
We are equal opportunity here.
Nah, that I don't want any Chads to be turned away from the podcast. So I'm gonna list women that I respect.
There you go. That's fine. Women need to be respected.
Yeah, they sure do. # visible women.
Who better to talk about women than the 4 of us males?
Yeah,
it's just like Congress. Biting.
Let me think. I guess one of my favorites is Misato from Neon Genesis Evangelion, because in spite of being a complete train wreck of a human being, god damn it, she tries. She's the glue that holds all of those little teenage fuckers together.
She definitely has purple hair.
I
haven't seen it.
That's as much as I know about her, Dustin.
I'm sorry, I have nothing to contribute.
She definitely goaded Shinji into finishing the fight by offering him sex. So, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Evangelion is a fucked up anime.
Did everyone else cut out too?
I'm okay.
I'm still here.
No.
Did y'all hear me?
You kind of cut out.
No.
Take 2.
Okay.
Take 2. Go.
I was the one who cut out. But no, I was just saying that Misato is a very fucked up person, but god damn it, she tries her hardest to get shit done and save the day. And that's something I can respect, and god damn it.
That is respectable.
Oh. I can respect that.
Yeah.
I need to watch Neon.
All right.
I need to watch Evangelion. I've never watched it before.
Evangelion is fucking sick. I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorites.
Now, since my understanding is like they had the old show and then they basically remade it into a bunch of movies, would you recommend watching the old show over the movies?
Yeah, the old show is way better than the movies. The movies are garbage.
Good to know.
They just look very nice. They're very the animation's very well directed, but the story is they wanted to just retell the original series in a series of movies. And then the second one, they're like, let's just add a little bit more original stuff. And then by the third one, they just completely went off track. Like, oh, shit.
Huh.
What do we do? Fuck.
All right. Well, that's good to know, I guess.
I'll be honest. I only ever watched the original series once, and it wasn't really my thing, but I still respect it.
Respect these nuts.
Wow. I didn't know we were hitting such comedic high points on this show.
Oh yeah, this is cutting edge comedy here.
Hey, you guys! Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
D's.
D's who?
D's who?
D's nuts. Did you see that
Fuck
one coming?
You.
That's a knee slap and a half if I ever heard one. Nolan, is there anything else about Misato you want to talk about?
Misato has some of the best moments in the series. She is awesome in the third Rebuild movie. The only reason you should watch the third Rebuild movie is good. I like it. I like Evangelion a lot. Please watch it.
She single-handedly saves the movie.
Well, not really, because she's not in it as much, but she is really nice to watch when she's on screen.
That's good, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nice.
I mean, I kind of like her design. I don't really know the character well, but I like the purple and red combo.
Yeah. And you can like a character for aesthetic reasons.
Yeah, if you're shallow.
Exactly. I'm not saying you have to have a emotional depth with it. I'm just saying you can do that. I will watch Evangelion and grow to have an emotional appreciation for it. God damn it.
What? You cut out for me.
It's weird.
Anyway. Dustin, I think you're up again.
Oh, am I?
Yes,
Great.
you are.
Yep.
Okay. Let's talk about Mrs. Anna Twombly from Littlest Pet Shop.
This one. I was doing like all the reference images ahead of time, and I need you to explain this one, please.
Okay.
Explain the old woman.
I'll. Yeah. Let me clarify. Let me just get this out of the way to begin with. I'm not normally into ladies this old. This is the exception.
If you say so.
This is the exception to the rule, I swear. But, so Mrs. Twombly is the owner of the pet shop in Littlest Pet I feel ridiculous talking about this.
No, I remember me and you used to, we watched it all the time when new episodes came out. I'm with you, man.
Yeah, but I didn't want anyone listening to know that. Thanks a lot.
You brought it up.
Thanks a lot for selling us out.
Whatever, you don't give a crap. You're the one talking about her.
So she owns and runs the pet shop. She's nice and kind of spacey, and she's kind of the innocent. She's always talking to Blythe about what's cool and hip with the kids these days. She just wants to be on the up and up, and she's kind of like she's kind of the quirky old lady character, but I mean, she has a cute design, and she's a super sweet lady.
And she has a doorknob fetish.
She does. She collects doorknobs. We don't know what she uses them for, so
that's very random.
We do. Remember, she bought the city block for all pets with that collection.
Yeah. I had a momentary lapse in Littlest Pet Shop lore.
Oh my god.
I should have rewatched the whole series to be on top of this conversation. I'm sorry, you guys.
I never, ever thought I would hear the words Littlest Pet Shop lore in succession with each other.
Well, now you have.
That is embarrassing.
We're breaking new ground.
It truly is.
They broke new ground!
Finally, this podcast is hitting those hard-hitting subjects.
Oh, yeah.
But,
something is hitting hard, alright. Your dignity at the ground.
And his dick.
That would imply he's flaccid, and we all know that's not true.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's not how I roll. But,
That reminds me of the Scary Movie 3 joke where, Cindy tells her nephew Cody that his dick was sewn on upside down because it got chopped off during the circumcision process. And he goes, "So that's why I pee up." Like in the most distressed voice I've ever heard.
I love Scary Movie 3.
I do too. I love all the first four.
Is the third one where they're making fun of signs? Okay, yeah.
And they have the tinfoil hats, and Charlie Sheen peels it back and eats a Hershey's Kiss out of it.
I'll be perfectly honest. You guys bringing up liking Scary Movie 3 makes me feel a lot better about liking Littlest Pet Shop.
Oh, shut the fuck up! That is no way the same thing. You're an embarrassing human being, Dustin.
Oh no!
Don't even pretend like a shitty spoof movie is on the same level as Littlest Pet Shop. Not even bronies would touch that.
Oh no! Oh, whatever you say.
It's like that laughing meme where there's somebody sitting down and then people are laughing at each other and they get gradually bigger. It's Littlest Pet Shop, then bronies, then Barbie fans, then I don't know, something else.
There's a tier. There's a hierarchy here.
There's something bigger than Barbie fans. I just don't know what it is. Oh, Polly Pocket. Polly Pocket.
Oh, God.
Oh, of course. I don't want to anger any Polly Pocket fans out there.
Who else used to eat their little rubber dresses because they looked really good? I did.
I didn't have any to do that to, but
they looked really tasty.
I mean,
so
yeah.
If this were a visual,
tell me I'm fucking wrong, JD.
I mean, I didn't know you as a child, so I can't I mean, if that's what you did as a kid, I mean, that's what you did.
Tell me the fucking gummy dresses look delicious.
I don't know what they look like. I can't.
They look delicious, of course.
I can't make an assessment.
I feel like if this were a visual podcast, this would be the part where tumbleweeds just blow in an awkward silence.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
But let's
a Polly Pocket dress tumbles in the distance.
So yeah.
She's a pure woman. She's adorable and innocent, and she would never wish ill will on anyone.
You want to protect her?
She does have a fiery rivalry with largest ever pet shop, and that really gets her goat.
That just feels like a name you make out of spite.
Like, oh yeah, you have the littlest pet shop? Well, guess what? We have the largest ever pet shop, so
we have the Walmart of pet shops.
Yeah, I mean...
It's a Costco.
A PetSmart.
Yeah. Damn it.
Okay, but what's more spiteful? Largest ever pet shop or larger pet shop? Because largest ever is really vague, but larger implies that you have somebody you're aiming for them. For
that's
jugular.
true.
Make a good point.
Name it larger than littlest pet shop. Pet shop.
Larger than that stupid bitch's pet shop across the street. Fuck you, doorknob bitch. Shop.
It's called top tier, largest ever pet shop, shit tier, littlest pet shop.
I like this.
Do you think the people the gamer dudes in Littlest Pet Shop world have a tier list for the pet shops?
Probably.
Once you get really good at it, playing as largest ever pet shop, everyone uses largest ever pet shop, but if you get really good at using littlest pet shop, you can take them out.
He's got to know how to do it right.
Yeah, like I said, I swear I don't normally like old ladies. I'm sorry, everyone.
Well,
but she's super cute and nice.
It's okay. You're entitled to one.
I mean,
thank you.
How many waifus could be on this list again?
5 each.
Oh, embarrassing.
I mean, it doesn't have to be, but that's the limit. And Dustin, don't feel bad. I don't normally like animals, but here we are.
I was gonna say that makes me feel a little better.
I don't normally like animals, says JD in 100% sincerity.
Animals are the worst, except for the ones that I own.
Get animals out of here. Just wipe them off the planet.
Oh no. They're vital to the ecosystem.
No, I'll believe it when I see it.
But
just keep the bees.
So Dustin, is there anything about Miss Twombly you'd like to tell us about?
So they call her Mrs. Twombly, but they never show a husband for her, so I'm gonna assume she's single. So
she's like Mrs.
So
Puff.
you have a chance.
Yes, all I have to do is become a fictional character in Littlest Pet Shop, and I'll have it in.
I think it would just be easier to bring her to life.
She's a cougar.
She is. Oh, there's one episode where she flips out because she's out of cleaning product. I guess there's a certain time. There's a certain time of year where she gets really OCD about cleaning the pet shop, and when she's out of her favorite kind of cleaning product, she goes to the store, and it turns out they've discontinued it, and she goes on a insane rampage.
Don't you just hate when that happens?
Oh, I can relate.
It just ruins your day.
So she's driven. She's goal driven.
There you go.
I wish
that's a good way of selling her neuroticism.
Exactly. I really wish I had more to say about her, since I'll say it here and now.
I don't.
She.
I think you've made a good case, Dustin.
Well, the reason I wish I had more to say is because she's my top tier waifu. She's number 1 on the Dustin list.
Oh.
Well,
fucking shit.
Maybe. I mean, I want to say she is, but I like so many other ones that I'm like, I just can't pick.
Okay. Who's next?
I guess I'm next.
Okay, JD, please top that.
Are you next or was I next? I disappeared. I guess
it's all good. Okay, so I've had.
Oh, yeah,
okay, this is gonna be a kind of embarrassing to say. I probably said on the.
You just did Applejack. I don't think it's any worse than that.
It's all up from there.
Yeah, I guess so. So I have had 2 big, I guess what you said, cartoon crushes in my life. The first one was Sora from Digimon, and I talked about her on a previous waifu episode. And that was mostly from like childhood and that era. But middle school and part of high school was Bridget from Total Jump Island.
Bridget's all right.
That's the thing. Like,
who's Bridget again?
The blonde surfer chick.
Oh yeah, she was alright.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was thinking of the one with the big honkers.
Oh, Lindsay.
That's Lindsay.
Yeah,
I like how we all know which one you're talking about.
She flipped off Heather.
Well, that was like the big joke with Lindsay, is that she had huge tits.
That was her thing.
Yeah.
That was her character.
She was the dumb blonde with huge tits. I don't know. Bridget was. I liked Bridget because she was a really down to earth kind of character. Wasn't like overly girly and kind of was just like really chill. And I like really chill characters, like the not like cool chill, like they're the popular kind of chill, but just like they do their own thing. They're their own kind of person.
Yeah, she was like one of the few characters that was friendly with everybody.
Yeah, like she wasn't like outwardly mean towards people. Got along with friends. I liked that basically like she and Gwen were like best friends, which is like that's kind of cool. Like a surfer chick and a goth, they're like best friends. That's kind of cool.
I like really chill Slurpees.
Slurpees are delicious.
They're chill.
Yeah, they are. I will say that I like her up to a point because basically because as soon as like she and Jeff get together and they like their entire character turns into them making out, that's just kind of where it dies for me.
Yeah, me and Dustin had that realization when the second season started, and we were like, well...
Yeah,
that's all she exists for now.
Exactly,
and it sucks too. It sucks too because Jeff is a cool character too, and then it's like, well, okay, now they both
exactly.
suck.
It's like they're both cool characters on their own, and I don't like. I'm not against them being together. It's just like that's all their characters become, and it kind of it's like, well, I guess we're gonna drop all their personality for this joke that we're gonna drive into the ground.
They sort of redeemed that in World Tour though, when they sort of dropped that aspect a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because they became the hosts of the side show.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 seasons and like half of the third one, and then I haven't watched anything since. But after that, I did see them when they started going back to their old personalities, but by then it was just like it was too late. It's like you ruined it.
Drama is a very hit and miss show.
It very much is.
Oh, yeah. Wait till the daycare series comes out.
I can't wait for that. It's going to be so ridiculous.
Total Drama Babies is just what I wanted.
Well, they're bringing the Muppet Babies back. I mean, babies are in now. We're going to bring back the Rugrats next.
The thing
return
is,
of the baby shows.
The spin-off's weird though because they're bringing in Jude from 16 for some weird reason.
I thought I heard that they're actually going to bring in characters from like other Teletoon shows, not just 16.
That's weird.
Like, are the characters from Stoked going to be in there too?
Johnny Test.
Everyone.
I want to see baby Johnny Test. I want to see that so bad.
Garage Band.
That's already a thing in the actual Johnny Test show.
Yeah. Johnny Test was something else.
It was a thing, yeah.
Insert whip crack here.
I was talking with a friend about this the other day, how I remember at the time Johnny Test was like this awful show. Everyone hated it. It was like the absolute worst. But nowadays it's really hard to be that upset about it. Like, nowadays it's just a shitty show that came and went.
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
It left an impact. It left the impact of whip craps, guitar whiffs, and didn't see that coming.
That's a legacy no one can take away.
Oh boy.
It's funny, I remember years and years ago, right before Total Drama was gonna premiere, Bridget was the one I liked the best, like, out of the designs. I was like, oh, she looks cute, maybe she'll be my favorite.
I liked her surfer shorts and her hoodie and her ponytail. It was cool.
Yeah. She's definitely a character I don't dislike, but she's a character I wish they would do more with.
Yeah. They were doing so well up until they voted her off, and I'm like, now this show's sad.
Because, like, in the last season a couple years ago, what's it called? I don't remember what it's called.
Wasn't there like an
Redonkulous Race?
Oh, right, that's it. Redonkulous Race.
Oh, God.
Jeff's back in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he has... And his brother? Was it his brother that was on this team?
It was just his bro.
Or his friend?
His bro.
Oh, yeah, his bro.
Not like family bro.
Yeah, like his best friend, yeah.
Yeah. But, so they brought back Jeff, and, they were able to kind of have him work by himself and with a different character, and that was cool. But it would be cool if they could do the same with Bridget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allow her to come back without having to rely on another character.
Right. Yeah, because I feel like there was just so much, character development for her, or at least just a lot of good personality, I felt, with her in the first season, and then just they put her with a guy, and both of their personalities just kind of went away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Jinx, huh?
But yeah, so Bridget's cool. I like her.
She's pretty
for a long time, and it was really unhealthy. And then I got an actual girlfriend, and I'm like, well,
someday I hope to know what that feels like.
You will. You'll find the right woman.
to know the love of a real person.
The touch of a real woman.
What is that like? Anybody know?
It's delicate and soft.
It's soft, yeah.
That sounds really gay.
I mean, it's completely gay. It's the most homosexual thing I can think of, but
mm-hmm. Well, give me some time.
Okay.
Anyway.
So Phil, who's up next on your list?
Yes, regale us with your next choice.
All right. Well, we'll just go with the animal one on my list. Yeah, I have an animal on my list. We're gonna go with Coco Bandicoot from the Crash Bandicoot series.
Coco Bandicoot.
Now,
yeah, I want a cup of hot cocoa. Yeah.
Oh my!
I get it.
Now, which is your favorite design of her? Because she's gone through a few.
Yeah, all the characters have. Oh my god. I would honestly say the Insane Trilogy version is probably my favorite now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it has the old... It sort of looks like a mix of like the Twinsanity and the original, because she has her suspenders, white t-shirt combo back on. And they like gave her like little cute canine teeth.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, when she smiles, they're, like, showing us, like, oh, that's a nice touch.
She's very expressive in the Insane Trilogy.
Yeah, and her voice actress, Debbie Derryberry, who we all know as Jimmy Neutron.
Okay, sometimes Kyle will send me the basically all the clips from, I think, Mind Over Mutant, the one where they were doing all the different, like, mediums for the cutscenes. And anytime Coco would talk, and I'm like, I can't unhear Jimmy Neutron from this. It bugs the shit out of me.
She didn't start that way. She didn't start that way. And in Wrath of Cortex and Twinsanity, it was just like more girly and whatnot. It wasn't until Radical took over, Tag Team Racing, Mind Over Mutant, all those, where she sort of became obnoxious a bit. But like that was like the personality they went with, because they had Nina Cortex in there, and it was sort of like a rivalry. So it was always Coco shouting and being obnoxious that Nina was getting in her way and all that.
And I think that's better than just being, the girl Crash.
Yeah, I mean, she sort of has that again. Like, she went back to the more girly voice and Insane, but it's like, it's fitting for the design at least.
Yeah.
But I will say the her Jimmy Neutron phase in Crash Tag Team Racing, like, if you do the stunt mode and she goes like over the top in a stunt, she'll like do an orgasm voice, and it's the most weirdest thing to just hear out of nowhere coming from that voice.
I don't need to hear Jimmy Neutron's orgasm noise.
Hey, I'll have what she's having.
Oh.
That's pretty much what it was. She just orgasms saying yes a lot. I'm just like, oh my god. It's like, where did that come from? Well, it's sort of like that episode of Drawn Together where Captain Hero causes car crashes and Clara just goes insane.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that.
Oh my god. I don't know. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of the Crash series. Not that I have anything against it. I just haven't played many of the games. But yeah, she's got a cute design. I like her big poofy hair thing on the front.
Her hair.
Well, she's got like the way the way I describe it to my wife is she has a foop.
A reverse ponytail.
She has a foop.
Yeah,
a foop. I call it a foop.
Foop.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like girls with foops, and my wife hates her foop. I said tell her that I love her foop.
Oh, you love her foop more than you love your wife.
I love my wife with her foop.
Okay.
She has a foop, and I love my wife, and I love her foop. I'm gonna stop saying
Isn't
foop.
Foop the name of the? Isn't that the name of the anti-baby in Fairly Odd
Yes,
Parents?
it
it is. Yeah, that's Foop.
This conversation took a weird turn all of a sudden.
Well, what if, Coco's hair is Foop, it has Eric Boz's voice and everything.
Oh, jeez.
Crossover of the century.
The Fairly Odd Bandicoots, that's what Butch Hartman's gonna do next. Hey, he designed the original Crash design, like, before they went with the final
Willy
version.
Wombat.
Yeah,
Willy Wombat. That was Butch.
That's so weird to look at, because it's so undeniably Butch Hartman's work.
Yeah.
And I just feel weird associating that with Crash Bandicoot.
Hey, we could have had a cartoon version where Jim Cummings badly sings the theme song.
Well, could have been.
I'll pass.
It definitely reeked of like the Earthworm Jim cartoon, but it was not as good looking.
Yeah, it didn't seem to have like the same kind of tongue-in-cheek kind of winking at the camera that Earthworm Jim does.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where the theme song came from. I'm sure it was one of those Rob Paulson Bubsy moments. It's like, well, it's a paycheck.
What could go wrong?
Because the Crash theme song for that is pretty terrible.
Crash Bandicoot.
Of course, Dustin has it memorized.
Yeah, don't sing it.
He says buy all their toys so they'll make lots of loot.
Because we saw the Animaniacs theme song, and we need to be self-referential.
Oh, we're so clever. But yeah, yes, she has a good foop. That's about it for Coco now.
Okay, that works. Nolan, you're up next.
Okay, another woman I respect is Princess Elise from the Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 game.
Oh boy!
And I only respect her because she has given me many joyful moments where she cried and released Satan from his eternal imprisonment inside of her. And then she got the 7 Chaos Emeralds together. No, actually, she made other people do it for her, like a true princess. And then she prays to God to bring Sonic back to life, and then kisses him on the mouth to bring him back, which is pretty racy for an E10 game, I must say.
Finally, we're hitting some good Valentine's Day romance.
Now, but having said that, I ultimately respect her because Lacey Chabert had to defend Sonic and Elise in an interview. Her voice, Elise's voice actress.
Oh my god!
So,
Like
so on a so on a meta textual level, I respect Lacey Chabert for having to defend bestiality as per contract.
She did her best.
Well, she's Eliza Thornberry. She sort of has that covered.
Good job, Lacey. I'm proud of you. You did it.
I will say that seeing her in Mean Girls and knowing she's also Eliza Thornberry was a weird realization for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, god damn, she's actually really attractive. Yeah. So that's an interesting pick, but yeah, I can respect that.
Isn't she like a model or something?
I'm not sure what she does.
Lacey, not Princess Elise.
She might be. We don't know.
She still does voice work. She's Santana in the DC cartoons.
Oh yeah.
Oh nice.
Plus also video game women being like actual models isn't anything new. Remember the girl from Final Fantasy Spirits Within? She was like the first quote unquote artificial actress, and they like had her be like they had her what was she doing? She like did pinups and stuff, and then Lightning became the Louis Vuitton model.
Oh yeah. That was weird.
Lightning was a Louis Vuitton model, which never ceases to amaze me.
That's just huh. I don't know how to feel about that.
Like Louis Vuitton is like a big brand, right? It's not like a niche thing. It's like one of the world's biggest fashion brands, and Lightning was a spokesperson for it. She had billboards and everything.
That's very strange.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. I love it. It's so fucking weird.
Okay, all right then.
Why are y'all acting like mine are the weird ones?
No.
Like, what the fuck?
I'm just really bad at transitions.
We're all weird here.
So I guess you could say when it comes to transitions, it's no use.
There you go. There you go. I like that. So Dustin, it's your turn again.
Oh, here we go again.
I feel like you've gotten over the hump, though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Mrs. Twombly was really the one I was kind of like, oh god, how am I going to justify this?
That's why I got mine out of the way first.
I think, exactly. Just get that one out of the way.
Okay, so, I think for my next one, I will go with, Jen from Downtown.
So,
So
I really tried to like Downtown. I just don't get it.
It's okay, JD.
I've seen.
We can't all have great taste.
I know my taste is shit.
I've only seen like 2 episodes when they aired on MTV, and that was it. But I remembered them pretty well.
I love Downtown. It's like one of my. I don't want to say it's like my absolute favorite thing MTV ever aired, but it's definitely up there. Like probably.
Well, a lot of MTV stuff is up there for you, though.
Oh yeah, like there's very few that I like. Not even hate, just like there's very few that I even dislike.
And if you want to hear all about that, we did a 2-part episode all about it a few months ago.
We sure
did. Yep, I remember.
That was a flawless.
Thank you.
Good job. You're welcome.
But so Jen, she's the main character, Alex's best friend. She's a chubby Asian lady. She's very snarky. She's kind of, I don't want to say she's exactly like Daria, but kind of along those same lines where, she'll make fun of other people walking around.
She's not nearly as deadpan as Daria.
Exactly. She's more snarky in a fun sort of way where she's having fun making fun of people.
Yeah.
And, she can be kind of obnoxious, kind of a bitch at certain times. Like, there's one episode where she and her roommate go to a bar, and she just fucks around the whole time. Not literally, but, she's just being, like, obnoxious to everyone there, making fun of people there. She gets drunk and starts singing, like, really badly.
Getting drunk is fun.
It is, but it's different when you're the not drunk one and you're witnessing the drunk person stumbling around singing horribly off key.
Oh yeah. Being on the opposite end of a drunk person is the worst thing ever.
Yeah, and that's basically how it is here. She's drunk off her ass. She's like sprawled out on top of the piano player's piano. And she's singing, I always feel like somebody's watching me, like really badly. And, but it makes her all the more real.
Well, I think you were saying that like a lot of Downtown was like improv, right?
Yeah, I don't know to what extent it was improv. Like, I want to say they had a sort of a script, but they were able to ad-lib a lot. Like, they had a general script to work off of, but then they would add their own stuff to it.
Right.
Like, I'm not 100% sure how it worked, but I want to say that's how it was. But, yeah, Jen, she's cool. She's a
well.
That's how all these are dwelling into it. It's like, oh, let's talk about the show for a bit. Oh, by the way, our girl is cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
I have a friend. I have a friend I was talking to. I was saying, yeah, Jen's cool. I'd give her a smoochy smooch on the cheek, and he was like, no, she'd be horrible to hang out with. She'd be a horrible person in real life. And I'm like, yeah, probably, but I mean.
Your standards are low. You don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I'll take what I can get here.
Dustin, you have to have standards.
No, you want to talk obnoxious. I don't see how anyone could hate Jen when talking about Alex's sister. She was a real bitch. She was a real piece of work, and she's not even
her friend. Her friend's a lot better.
Oh yeah, her friend's awesome. Mecha's cool. Chaka is not cool. But, I think that's meant to be the point. She's kind of a shithead, but her shitheadness gets her into trouble, and that's the point of the show. So, I don't hate her as a character, but she's definitely not the type of person I would hang out with. But Jen is. Like, there's a whole episode where she and Alex just play shitty old board games.
Yeah, see, that's one of the episodes I do remember.
Yeah, and like, they get into this really heated argument about it. Like, they start fighting over these shitty games and their stupid rules. Like, she says, anytime Alex gets up to go to the bathroom, he takes a picture of the game board just to keep things fair.
Oh my god. That's funny though.
I'm trying to remember other episodes with her. I mean, she was in most of them. I think there was like 1 or 2 episodes that she wasn't in.
Yeah, she's one of the main characters, basically.
Yeah, there's one episode where she and Alex get a limousine. Oh man, it's been so long since I've actually seen the episode. Like, usually I put on the show in the background while I'm working. It's like the perfect background noise. But that means I don't pay super close attention to it. I've watched it I've watched it a million times, but it's been so long since I've, actually paid attention to it. I don't remember well, anyway, long story short, they get a limo they get to ride in. And, at first they're just, living it up, like sticking their heads out the window, screaming at the city. Just being like, "Woo, yeah, we're in a limo. Look at how cool we are."
I mean, that's what you do.
Yeah, exactly. So it's understandable. But then the episode kind of takes a more awkward turn when they start talking about how, like, Jen hasn't had sex in a really long time, and she's really sexually frustrated.
Oh, man.
And Alex is really sexually frustrated. Yeah, the heat starts rising in this limousine here.
Did they bone?
But Well, see, that's the story. They're kind of wondering if they should just go for it, or if it would ruin things.
Just bones. Like, sex is meaningless.
It's just as a joke. Just do it because it would be funny.
Oh yeah.
They're fuck buddies. That's all they need to be.
Yeah, exactly.
It works out every time.
With someone like Jen, there's no way I would turn something like that down.
Jump on that.
No matter if we were super close friends or not. But then again, we're not, so maybe it would be different if we were.
Yeah, you're coming from the outside. You can build a real relationship.
Exactly.
There you go.
But yeah, lots of. I don't think there's very many episodes where she's like the main focus. But there's a couple episodes like that one where she's part of the main story. Like there's one where so Alex is talking about this girl he has a crush on named Serena. She's kind of this like goth princess girl.
Mm-hmm.
And Jen's just kind of stalking her around town. And yeah, she just kind of comes across as a crazy stalker trying to get to the bottom of
right.
what this girl's all about.
Oh man, this girl.
But yeah, that's really all I have to say about Jen. She's a cool person, kind of a bitch, but that's okay. She's cool and cute, and she wears her sleeves super long and baggy so her hands don't show.
I like that. I like the super baggy sweaters and clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's next?
JD is.
I think I might have gotten out of order. Whatever.
I went out of order. I'd say just go with whatever.
Well, I was looking at the list. Me and Dustin have 3, and you guys have 2. I think I went out of order on accident.
Wait, no, you guys.
I mean, we all talked about 2 already.
Yeah.
Except for me.
Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah, Dustin's
sorry,
on
I
3.
marked mine off already. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, because you're going next.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Good job.
I'm dumb. Don't listen to me, everybody.
See, we like to keep things real on this podcast. We let everyone see all the warts.
This podcast is very organized. We plan it out to the letter.
It's not freeform and scattered at all.
I would honestly say that organized is one of the words I would use not to describe this podcast.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, for my next character choice, this is actually one of the newest additions to the waifu list, which runs a mile long, sadly. She has only had like 1 episode that has something to do with her, but I really like Red Action from OKKO.
She's had 2 episodes.
She's only had like 1 episode like devoted to her.
Yeah, on her own.
She's been in more episodes. And then
there was one where
kind of more as a background character, but
1.5 because there was the one where KO was like being cool with him or something.
That's right. In the beginning.
But yeah, talk about Red Action.
So I always liked her character design, even from the pilot. And it was funny because when it was still Lakewood Plaza Turbo, I drew a piece of fan art of her, and then sent it to Ian, and then he put a picture of like the big fan art wall they have in the studio, and I saw mine up on the wall. It's like, yay, Daddy put my picture on the fridge. But no, I've always liked her character design, and the more they kind of keep putting her into the show, I think she's kind of funny, where she's obviously like the top cool kid, but also kind of insecure at the same time, because it turns out she's basically a future Power Ranger.
Pretty much
Power Ranger from the future, so she's basically part of Time Force, if anyone remembers that. Power Rangers Time Force. I didn't watch that season. I watched Wild Force. Anyway, but yeah, I like her. I like her. I like the color red a lot. So obviously that she's got like the red and pink color scheme going. I like her big swooping spiky hair. And I like that she basically is armor like Marina from Mischief Makers. It's like the big
Mm-hmm. Oh
big
yeah, she sure does.
I find it very interesting. She has a peg leg, but I think
I was about to say she has one leg.
Yeah, I hope they explain that one day of why she has a peg leg, but
yeah, and she has an arm cannon.
She
like
sure
Mega
does
Man.
have a Mega Man. She has a Mega Buster and a tank.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be funny if the whole story behind her peg leg was she chopped off her own leg because it would be cool.
Honestly, I could see that happening. Just like
she wanted to be a pirate, and it
she went
didn't
to
work
a
out
pirate
for her.
phase. Didn't think it through.
Yeah, pirate phase.
But no, yeah. I like what they've done with her so far, and I hope that they keep doing stuff with her. I do think it's really funny how much Enid is very much like very lesbian for her, even though I don't think they could ever fully say. I mean, I like to think.
Yeah, they probably not, but they do imply it.
It's very heavily implied, and I would like to see Cartoon Network be forward enough to just like, yeah, fuck it, they're lesbians together, why not?
Hey, if I don't see why not. I mean, if Loud House can pull that shit off twice, I don't see why they couldn't just do it once.
True. Why not? Just let Enid find love.
Get on it, get on it, Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
What are you? Homophobic? Yeah, I'm calling them out.
Dustin, you technically work for Cartoon Network.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I was about to say, you do work for them. You better watch what you say, man.
Never mind.
We don't want to get anybody fired. But no, I like her design. I like her character so far, and I'm looking forward to what Ian and the rest of them decide to do with her in the future. The future that she's from. I don't know. There was going to be a joke there, and I just lost it. I'm sorry.
Because she's from the future,
like Phil,
like
Phil
me.
Yeah. And speaking of Phil, it's his turn. See, I can do transitions.
Speaking of OKK, yeah. And speaking of OKK, we'll talk about Shannon now.
Wow, that was a double transition.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I absolutely adore Shannon as a character.
Shannon's
like
great.
I know they imply like Boxman's robots are like, multiples, but like each of his robots have their own personality. Like set into them.
Yeah, don't they just transfer their conscious into a new body?
Yeah, they do, because there was one episode where Daryl just blows himself up for fun.
Yeah.
He just does it because he feels like it.
Fun
but
fact,
like,
I was gonna put Shannon on my list, but Phil did first.
Yeah, so Dustin can relate. He likes Shannon just as much as I do.
I can relate. I'm on the same page.
Yeah, I think part of the reason I really like her is because of Kari Walgren's performance as her.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, especially in the episode where Daryl and Shannon have to babysit Fink. And it's just Kari's performance as just being like... Because we see that they're like... they're very childlike because Boxman sort of puts them on strict orders.
She calls him daddy
and whatnot. Yeah, she's definitely the daddy's girl because, as Boxman said, it's his spoiled teenage daughter. Yeah, but Kari really, you could tell she takes that character with a lot of pride because there's a face of her. Thanks, Dustin. But the episode in particular, just because like there's this one part where Fink is messing with them because they're trying to play house, and then it's just the way that she starts whining because she doesn't want to deal with Fink's crap. And I just thought that was like the funniest thing. Because she's just like, quit it.
I feel the same in the episode where she starts having feelings for Rad. And she starts whining.
Rad loves robots. Yeah. That's a great episode.
And she's like, I like these new feelings, okay?
Me.
That's right. That's the episode where Daryl blows himself up because they want to reset her, and that was like the only way they could do it. But she didn't want to reset herself.
I need to watch that one again.
Yeah, they do that. They do that dumbass song, and like, Rad sounds like Donkey Kong from the Donkey Kong Country cartoon.
Yeah, Kari still sings for Shannon. But
Kari's still singing, but she has like this opera voice. But
and then Rad's
voice
Kong.
is not Ian.
Maybe Ian just didn't have confidence in his singing voice.
Like, is it actually Donkey Kong's voice actor? Or just
I don't know. I don't think it is, but I like to pretend it is.
Yeah,
it makes it funnier.
Yeah, like I think his voice actor's Canadian, and I don't know how voice acting unions work and stuff, but
yeah, it can be kind of strict. But regardless, Shannon's a great character. I mean, I like that, like, all the robots are, like, have their own personalities, but, like, they're still childlike in mind just because of Boxman.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to explain.
Shannon's very Mega Man looking.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely very Mega Man looking.
Yeah, she kind of gives, like, a Robot Master kind of deal. I don't know if
exactly.
Dustin, I think you said you've been playing the OKKO game that came out. Phil, have you played it?
I platinumed it. Yeah, I just
wanted to say that,
Phil's
like, Shannon had some.
Talk to about
what?
This.
What, Dustin?
Phil's the one to talk about for this. I've been too busy to really play that much of it.
Oh, okay.
I played it. I played a bit of it, but Phil, he finished it.
Nice. I was just gonna say that Shannon's all of her animations in the game are just really adorable.
Oh yeah, I've been every opportunity, like during the cutscenes, I've always taken like screenshots, or whenever she does her taunt, I took screenshots just because I really like the expressions she makes in it.
That whole game I think the animation is really well done in that game, because like it honestly just looks like a Flash cartoon, but like it's almost seamless.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it looks really crap compared to show, but I feel like it gives it its own style, so you're like, okay, that's the video game art style. It's very unique, and I don't find it bothering at all. I really adore it, honestly.
I like it.
When I first saw it, I had a problem with it, but then when actually playing it, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how I was too.
Like seeing it in motion, just seeing it more in its own context, then I'm like, okay, yeah, I like this a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, Shannon's a good one. She's not high up on my OKKO ladies list, but she's pretty good.
Fun fact: the person who voices her, Kari Walgren, is who I want to voice my character Urchin.
Carrie would be pretty good.
It would be a very fitting voice.
Not that
I do love.
Go ahead, Nolan.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, I was just going to say I love Kari Walgren's performance for a character I'll be mentioning soon. But
well,
go ahead.
Saucy.
Well, and Phil, unless you had anything else.
I noticed that a lot of the girls on my list are not human. I think Barbara's like the only human on my list.
I mean, you do you.
Wow.
I'll make a controversial statement right here. Hot take here. Shannon is a better robot girl than Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Oh, you take that back.
I said it.
Good one.
Good one. No, I stand by that.
Jenny is top tier. You take that back.
Hey.
I'm on Dustin's side for this one. Sorry.
Hey.
As much as I love Janice Kawai, I'm with Shannon on that.
Yeah. Hey, come at me, haters.
Jenny, My Life as a Teenage Robot has better art. So therefore Jenny wins by default.
I don't.
I'm out of this conversation. I'm not getting into this one.
I literally argued with the creator of OKKO. You cannot. I will fight you. I play Jaden Smith going, I'm not a coward. You're a coward.
I do think My Life as a Teenage Robot looks very good, but she's also not voiced by Kari Walgren, so
that's true. She's voiced by whoever. Yeah.
Speaking of Carrie, my turn. I'll be seeing her at MomoCon. Actually, she's going to be a guest along with me and other people.
I want to meet
the fact that I'm considered on the same list as Carrie Walgren is kind of scary,
awesome,
but yeah. But also, my third pick is Kimmy from Symbionic Titan.
Symbionic Titan is very good.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's a good choice.
So, I know people are going to be like, why don't you pick Alana? Why did you pick Alana?
Because she's Tara Strong.
Why did you pick Alana?
Yeah, Tara Strong is kind of no thanks.
No, I'm not shallow like you people. Let me explain. So, okay. So, if y'all remember episode 9 of Symbionic Titan, Tashi 497, we had a issue where this little alien dude came in from a Mutrati missile, and they raised the thing. They know it for 24 hours, and then his molecular structure isn't compatible with Earth's atmosphere, so he's disintegrating, and if he explodes, it'll wipe out planet Earth. So they have to go fly into space and then release Tashi, and then Alana says, "Out of everything we've been through, this is the hardest." And I would like to clarify that her planet was invaded, taken over. She had to leave her homeworld. Her father is being tortured and dying, and all of her people are suffering. And yet, this little alien fuck she's known for goddamn 24 hours is the hardest thing she's ever had to do. Fuck you, Alana. You suck. So the reason why Kimmy is so great is because she went from a spoiled little bitch to somebody who was actually learning how to be a good, decent person. And then Cartoon Network decided, we're going to take her character arc away, because fuck you, in particular, Nolan. And I know that for a fact because I have a letter from Stuart Snyder where I petitioned to please bring back this series because it was loved by many. It really wasn't. And then he responded to me with a flat-out lie by saying, "Oh, yeah, well, Symbionic Titan didn't have the ratings we needed, so that's why we canceled it," even though Gendy says it was contractual disputes where they wanted the show to be more like Ben 10 and Generator Rex because Generator Rex was doing so well financially. It wasn't. It wasn't. So,
toys.
Yeah. I mean, Generator Rex just kind of came and went, too.
No, the funniest thing about Generator Rex is that his toys went on clearance a couple months after they were released.
Sure did. I remember.
I have a ton of Generator Rex toys that I bought on clearance just because I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kimmy's arc could have gone from little bitchy tween who thought she was only good for being slutty and getting ahead with her looks to being the ultimate badass, and that was stolen from me. So
I'm sorry.
Thank you. So thank you, Cartoon Network, for ruining my entire fucking life.
What could have been.
I know the feeling of having a show canceled in its prime.
You mean most of the things that aired on Adult Swim in the early 2000s?
I'll still never get over my lack of Clone High Season 2.
Bring back Mission Hill.
Save your Renegade Angel.
Oh, God. I forgot about that.
I'll be perfectly honest. I haven't seen more than 2 episodes of Symbionic Titan.
It is a great show.
Why are you here?
I know, right?
Why are you here?
I get told that every day.
It is a very...
Why do I exist?
It very much screams Gendy Passion Project, and it is a very good show. And honestly, if anyone listening to this has not at least checked out Symbionic Titan for themselves, I highly implore you to do so.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen much of it, but I will say I like the artwork for it. I like the designs. It was always nice seeing screenshots of it.
Oh, yeah. Nolan, I need to get you to do a Symbionic retrospect show with my wife, because you and her are very passionate about this show.
Hell yeah. Hit me up.
we will definitely get that going because I think you guys would have a lot to say.
Mm-hmm. I already do.
Yeah. That would be cool. And yeah, I get where you're coming from, Nolan. I think that would have been a nice arc to see because obviously a lot of people remember her mostly from the giant booty shake dance clip that goes around.
I was gonna say she shakes it, makes it, and booty quakes it.
Right, but what I'm saying is that's what I'm sure that's what a lot of people see. But it is nice to know that like it could have went somewhere.
Like I get what you mean, but the way you phrased it makes me think. Yeah, it has the shake it, bake it, booty quake it scene, and I think that could have really gone somewhere after that.
She could have grown from that.
That was step one.
You have to have a starting point, Dustin.
By season 3, she'd just be doing it nonstop.
No. She'd become a fully formed character with thoughts and feelings.
There we go.
And the whole show could have been great, but sad. Nolan, didn't Symbiotic Titan and Megas get sold to the government? So that's why they can't make anything of it anymore?
They were written off for taxes. IGPX was too, but it's a reversible process. It's just very, very difficult.
That just makes me sad, because I really liked Megas XLR. Sad times, everybody.
We all did.
I actually haven't seen much of Megas, which is weird since I think it's made by the same guy who made Downtown.
Yeah, because Goat's in both shows.
Yeah. Like, not just the same design, like, literally...
the same character.
Exact same character.
Yeah, but yes, go watch Symbiotic Titan. It's a great show. And Gendy's a good man. I love him.
He is.
He's a good man.
I wonder if it wasn't sold to the government, if Adult Swim would have brought it back like they did Samurai Jack, since I think for a while they actually did air reruns of it on Toonami on Adult Swim.
They did.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah, Symbiotic Titan was treated super well by Adult Swim. Like, they even had promos, like, for the show, and it wasn't, like, their thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't their programming.
When
it was running new.
And
so.
Honestly, like, looking back, I feel like Symbiotic Titan should have been on Adult Swim to begin with. I mean, it's not like... It doesn't have strong language, there's no gore or anything, but just, like, the tone of it, I don't think it fit normal Cartoon Network.
There was gore. Like, Lance gets, like, beat the shit beaten out of him, and he, like, spits out blood, and, like, his face gets all bruised up, and fuck. Not only that, but also, like, aliens get, like, massacred. Like, in the last episode especially, they get, like, fucking brutalized. Like, there's a spear shoved down their throat. Shit. Like, they get chopped and, like, they get stabbed through the torso and then tear, like, through it with the sword.
It's been a long time I've seen this show. I need to rewatch that. I don't remember any of this. That's fucking rad.
Yeah, and then alien blood gets all over fucking Steel because the Titan slices it in half before it's about to kill him. Damn, so
that's brutal.
That's intense.
Yeah. It is intense.
I love Symbiotic Titan. Bring it back, you fucking assholes.
We gotta buy it back from the government.
Let's host a Kickstarter.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Dustin, what's your next person?
Okay, let's do Marilyn from the movie The Suicide Shop.
I've never seen this movie.
Anyone know that one?
I've never seen this movie.
Neither have I.
I only know the musical numbers.
I want to stream...
In the one
All
scene.
I know is that Kyle was mad that you put this on his list because he likes her too.
Yeah, well, maybe Kyle should have been on this episode.
He's got to go to work and be a productive member of society.
Oh, that's so sad for him. Guess I'm gonna have to have her. Oh man, it's.
You can't have her. You can't have no woman. Women ain't property, bitch.
That's true.
Women are things.
I mean,
women are queens, Anakin. If she breathes, she's a thought.
So Marilyn, she's in this movie, The Suicide Shop. She's part of this family who they sell things to suicidal people to help them kill themselves, and they make a good living off of that. But because of that, it's because they live in the gloomiest town in the world. So like everyone's kind of depressed and like meh, and so they make their money off of helping people with suicide. But then they have a little baby boy who's like the ray of sunshine in this town. But that is bad for their business. So the dad's kind of like, I hate this son of mine.
That's so sad.
But yeah, Marilyn's just kind of their chubby, awkward daughter. She's at the beginning, she's kind of self-loathing. Like the whole family's depressed too. She's kind of dumpy and what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say unattractive, but like her mom says like her brother was trying to raise her self-esteem. She has very low self-esteem, and so he like draws pictures of her for her, and his mom is like, oh, you look at it, you drew her all nice and pretty when in reality she's ugly and lame.
I know moms like that.
But so for the whole movie, she's kind of down too, so it's up to her brother to kind of bring people around, show them that, no, life's cool, shut up. And she's kind of the first one he reforms in a way.
Because she develops a crush on a boy.
Yeah, oh, no, that's later. That's like near the end. Yeah.
The boy is involved somehow.
Yeah.
Not you, Dustin.
Oh.
But Dustin's a good boy.
But, so one scene, it's her birthday, everyone's getting her gifts, like a stupid t-shirt and stuff. He gets her a music CD and like this veil, and it's all part of like his plan is for her to recognize how beautiful she is. And so he gets her like this CD of what kind of music is it? I don't remember the exact kind of music, but it's basically a music she can dance to. So she gets all naked and starts dancing to the music with her new veil, and it's all graceful and cool. And so her brother brings all his shitty little friends to come watch the big show. Like
the only scene anyone remembers from this movie.
Yeah, I mean, believe me, this is the scene that got me interested in watching. But so, I mean, not to give the wrong impression, her brother is a very pure being. Like, he only wants to watch because he does recognize her inner beauty. He watches because he knows she's cool and graceful. But, his friends are all there to see her bend over and stuff.
Oh, man.
But it is a pretty steamy scene.
Oh, man. Getting all hot and bothered.
Let me tell you. Yeah, but, there's not a whole lot to her. She's not really the star of the movie, more just a supporting character, but, boy, is she cute. She's thick, as the cool kids say.
As the kids
C's.
These days.
Yeah, that's the hip way to say it. Yeah, I mean, that's all I really have to say. She's cute. I'd date her.
There you go. Date the sad girl.
Yeah, she gets a boyfriend at the end of the movie who doesn't at all deserve her. He's a stupid sack of shit idiot.
He's a dumb face.
And I could take him. I could take him in a fight.
I'd like to see that.
Well, he's French. You would.
Hey, you should be a boyfriend-free girl just for me.
Yeah. Now that he's out of the picture, now maybe we can get something going on. God. You deserve better than that guy.
I'm gonna put you in my comics. Just you wait and see.
She'll have to date me then if I draw all these flattering pictures of her. Yeah, that's kind of a questionable part too. So her brother, he animates a flip book of her, and the drawings of her are all naked, and it's like, okay, I mean, I get that you recognize her inner beauty, but it gets to a point where you have to recognize you're her brother, and that's a little weird.
You don't draw your sister naked. That's not cool, bro.
Yeah, I feel like there's a line you kind of got to draw in the sand.
Yeah. Huh.
See, I'm not her brother. I could draw it just fine.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, not that I have.
Dustin, you can stop.
He draws her like one of the French girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Bam.
Well, she is a French girl.
That's the joke.
When she
Dustin has a poster of her.
Yeah, that Kyle got me.
Kyle's such a generous, giving soul.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll still claim her as my waifu while he's not here.
There you go. He can't appear in court to fight you about it.
Exactly. Hey, if he didn't want me claiming her, he should have talked about her in the last 2 years.
Bam.
But yeah, that's me.
Cool.
Who do you have to say, JD?
All right. Let's talk about Jackie from Star vs. the Forces of Evil.
Okay.
I will say this is another character I liked purely as for an aesthetic reason. I don't know. I liked her wavy hair. I liked her. I guess she kind of falls aesthetically into the same category that like Bridget does. She's kind of like that kind of chill surfer girl kind of thing. I like her dumb little blue streak in her hair. But we've been trying to keep up with the show.
Phil's so judgmental. Just like
sorry.
I get it's all good. But I like the kind of character arc she's had over the last 2 seasons, where she kind of like started out as like Marco is just infatuated with her, lusting over her, and over time they get to know each other. They eventually go out. But then in the end, like Jackie realizes that like Marco has a thing for Star, and she's like, dude, you need to like follow your real feelings. Like, we don't work together. And she's just very cool about their breakup. And I just feel like that's, a very interesting way to do that, because in any other show, I feel like she would have like blown up at him, and it would have been a really messy breakup. But no, it's a very clean break, and she's the one that brings it on. And I feel like just that development from start to finish was really well done.
I'm gonna be honest with you, JD. I have not seen enough of Star Versus to say a single thing about her.
That's okay.
I've seen enough. I like her being voiced by Grey Griffin. At least
she's voiced by Grey.
I like Grey's performance as her.
She kind of has like a gruffer voice than what I feel like Grey does normally. So it. Because there's I've said this on the show before, there's a small handful of voice actors that are just in, like, everything. So people like Tara Strong and Tom Kenny, where I can't disassociate their voice with the characters anymore, where it's like, I know it's them, so I see them. I don't see the character.
It's like they've become characters
pretty
themselves.
much. Like, so anytime Tara Strong does a character now, I don't see that character, I see Tara Strong. Grey goes back and forth in that category, and I feel like Jackie is one of those characters where I don't notice it. And that's why I'm kind of liking a lot of cartoons nowadays, is that they're getting a lot more voice actors that are either newer or they haven't been in a lot of recognizable stuff yet. So I'm still able to like see their character and not their voice actor. So I like that, but. No, Jackie's cool. I like what they've done with her. I don't know what else they're going to do with her, because the new season is taking place in a completely different dimension, so she's back on Earth. So, yeah, if they do anything else with her, cool, but if not, then I think they gave her a pretty satisfying arc.
She had a good run.
Yeah, she did. I think you did a good job, Darren Nefsey, or I think that's how you pronounce her name.
Close enough.
I don't know how they pronounce. How do they pronounce their name?
Yeah, exactly. I haven't asked her. So yeah, everybody watch that show because it's cool and fun. Phil, who's your next one?
Well, another video game one. I had a hard time. I kept switching around with this one, and it's like, no, you know what? I'll go with this one. So I chose like Squiggly from Skullgirls.
Squiggly.
Like she sort of like she was this like, how do I explain it? She's from a wealthy family, but she was murdered.
Oh.
But yeah, but so she came back as like a zombie, and she has like a parasite that's attached to her, but like he's all fancy and stuff. So yeah, but she's very musically talented. Like some of her attacks, she sings. It like attacks with the musical note. Yeah, when Skullgirls first came out, it like took forever to get off the ground, and she was like one of the first designed characters, and I was like, wow, because I used to be more into like infatuated with Peacock because she had like that toon aesthetic to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was sort of like, you know, black and white cartoon looking and whatnot, but I've grown to like Squiggly a lot more because she has like a really cute design. I like how her hair goes over her eye, and like she wears this like big old skirt that like goes from her waist to her ankles, so to say. So when she like walks, she just sort of like waddles a bit.
That's funny. Yeah, I've never played Skullgirls. I really want to because I think the whole hand-drawn animation that they've got for it is really cool.
Oh yeah, I absolutely love it.
But I will say I'm more of a Valentine man myself.
Yeah. Valentine's good too. I think they all have their merits. I don't think you could go wrong with liking any of them.
Hair, a ponytail, and she's a doctor lady.
You mean a nurse?
Nurse doctor.
She's a nurse.
Doctor nurse.
I need to know that there's a doctor nurse out there somewhere in the world.
Wasn't that the name?
Probably.
Yeah.
No, wait, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. I thought Dr. Nurse was from Camp Lazlo. I was like, no, that's Nurse Leslie.
Yeah. He's a guy.
Yeah, it's a guy, a shark guy.
I do like Squiggly's design a lot. Like, I haven't played much of Skullgirls. I played a little bit, but yeah, her design was always.
I absolutely adore it. And she has like Leviathan, who is her parasite, but he's very like crap. What is her name? Philia. She's the main girl with the big hair, like the parasite hair. But while he's like all monstrous and like he just likes to cause chaos, Leviathan is like sort of like her servant and guardian, so to say.
That works.
So yeah, so he like has the fancy British voice, and he's always like willing to like serve her because she's mostly just trying to figure out what's wrong with her because she has sort of like an amnesia. She doesn't remember how she got killed. So she's trying to find the Skullgirl, which is like the main plot point to every storyline, to figure out what happened to her.
Yeah.
Sounds complicated, like Kingdom Hearts.
It's one of those where you would have to like play the game, like because it's like any fighting game. Like each character has their own story, and it just goes different ways. So you just gotta be like, okay, there really is no main plot. You just gotta pick one and go with it.
Yeah,
But yeah. See there, I posted it.
I got you.
That. Yeah, so that's how she walks. But yeah, and I like her. I like how the colors are on her. Like they just blend really well together.
Yeah, it's got a really nice color scheme.
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of glad like because she had to be kickstarted in basically because she didn't make the final cut at first, but when Autumn Games was like, okay, we're gonna kickstart so we can add DLC to this and whatnot, and then they made her like be the first DLC character, which I wish they would have just put her in from the start. I mean, she was one of the originally designed characters, and then they just throw in whatever at the start. It's like, well, why would you do that? Well, regardless, she made it in, and I was happy.
I mean, if it were up to me, she would have been in the first batch. I think her design is the best one. It's really cool.
Yeah, I absolutely adore. I just love it. It's very adorable.
All right, I dig it.
I played Skullgirls for 5 minutes, and that's all I know about it.
You've done more than I have.
That's all you need to do.
I've never played it. I've been wanting to play it for years, and just have not bitten the bullet and downloaded it. But, yeah.
Someday.
Yeah.
One day.
So, hey, Nolan, you're up next.
All right. This is the fourth,
sir.
right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I wanted to save it an especially cringy story for last, so I'm going to go with my number 4 pick is Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5, if only because she had potential to be really good, and I was sort of half met on it.
Okay. So are you?
I mean, that's better than not being met on it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fucking Jimmy.
So are you like a big Metal Gear fan? Because
yes, I love Metal Gear.
I've played like most of the first one, but then my game got corrupted, so I never got to finish it. But what is it about Metal Gear that is appealing to you? Because I want to understand.
Gameplay really good, story really good. Story get really fucking nuts, but still good.
That's good. I like the simple explanation.
That sums it up.
Basically, each Metal Gear game is really special in its own way and has something new to bring to the table. Even the arguably bad ones like I guess Phantom Pain and 4, which is 4 and 5 respectively, have some really interesting stuff in there, and it's just I really enjoy the series a lot, even the ones that fans don't like. So that's just me.
Well,
but Quiet is is mostly just a fan service character, which sucks. But she had a really interesting story where this kind of disease only lets her breathe through her skin, which sounds like a cool idea, but it's mostly just used for her to be naked all the time, pretty much, and to waltz around in the rain and enjoy the rain, look at me. But she had a really nice love story, and the way she kind of signed off on the series was really nice. It's unfortunately, it's just that her fan service usurped her character, which really sucks. But can't win them all.
Mm-hmm. And that does kind of suck. I mean, I did think their design was kind of cool, but yeah, I could see how.
I liked it too, but the problem was that Kojima promised you'd be really ashamed for thinking so lowly of her in the design, but it was no, it was just fan service.
What are you gonna do? But now Kojima's making some Bugnuts crazy game with Norman Reedus now.
Death Stranding, baby!
I just want to know what it is. I need to see a gameplay.
It's Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus.
Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus.
Dustin, you need to pull up your Photoshop of that.
Okay.
I need to see what it is.
Oh, guys, hold on. Sorry, my headphones died. 1 second. Let me just plug my back up.
Okay.
That's good enough. Yeah, Dustin's got to pull it up. So
I gotta find it first, but it's my. Oh, there it is. It's my most liked tweet ever made.
Really? Dustin, that's retarded.
There he is.
So for the listeners at home, basically it's that shot from the Death Stranding thing where they go into Norman Reedus' womb and it has the babies giving the thumbs up, but Dustin replaced him with Funky Kong.
I did it the day they announced Funky Kong in the new Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze for Switch.
The new Funky mode.
Everyone was riding a funky high that day.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin, you are an amazing and terrible human being.
I mean, it's a joke now, but I can guarantee you I would buy that game if they did that.
It's exclusive to PlayStation, but we put Funky Kong in there just for Dustin.
I'd pre-order it.
Oh my god. Nolan, you doing alright over there? Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I just had to throw in my headphones.
Gotcha.
They're charging now.
Okay. So is there anything else about Quiet you wanted to mention?
Stephanie Houston is the only woman I would go straight for.
Okay, good to know.
And there you go.
Good.
She is a very cute person. I love her. Not to sound creepy, Stephanie, but I respect you.
And that respect is important, as long as you respect them.
Oh man, I don't know. That's pretty creepy saying you respect someone.
I mean, God, Jesus, what are you a good person?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a true feminist. You know, I have to say I'm a feminist so women know I respect them. I can't just say that I respect them. I have to make sure people know that I am a feminist.
Of course.
Because that's how the
world works now.
That's how these nuts get juggled.
All right then. So.
All right.
This is the final round. So Dustin, his with your last choice.
Lightning round. Okay, so my last one is Charlotte LaBeouf. From Princess and the Frog. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. I said it. LaBeouf. LaBeouf. I think.
LaBeouf.
You picked the white one.
Wait.
Look. I know how it looks. Mm-hmm. Tiana's good too, but if
let Dustin state his case.
I prefer 2% milk to chocolate.
Charlotte's the only single one.
Yeah, if they wanted people to like Tiana better, then maybe they shouldn't have made Charlotte so fucking funny in the movie and entertaining. I mean, that's the thing. Tiana's great too, but she's kind of the straight person in the movie. She's kind of the no-nonsense character. Charlotte goes nuts in this movie. She's all over the place.
She kissed a frog for her BFF.
Yeah.
That's respectable.
Exactly. She took one for the team. I wouldn't have done that.
I would have. If it meant my friends could be human and not fucking frogs, I'd bite the bullet and then make them pay my health insurance in case I get disease.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess if they stayed frogs, it's not like they could have done anything to benefit her.
Yeah.
But yeah, Charlotte is like hands down the best character in the movie. She's funny. She's very cute. She's got energy to spare.
You racist.
You saw right through me. Oh man, now I'm real.
Wait till Tumblr hears about this.
I'm gonna be hated all over the internet.
Oh.
What else is new?
Everybody loves Dustin.
But
that's our Dustin.
No, I get where you're coming from, Dustin. I think she's one of the more entertaining parts of that movie, and I really do like that movie.
Yeah, like nothing against Tiana. She's great too. Like as far as the princesses go, I'd say Tiana's one of the best ones. But Charlotte she's super funny. like, she just steals the show every scene she's in. And part of that is her great voice acting. Like, I think that is what makes the character.
Yeah.
And I guess people agreed since that year, I think, her voice actress, I don't remember her name, unfortunately. Forgive me, voice actress of Charlotte. But
that's her name.
Yeah, voice actor of Charlotte. She was born for the role. But she won an Annie Award for her performance as Charlotte that year.
That's cool.
Yes, she did. That's
awesome.
right.
Which was... The white woman won the Annie.
I think I could be wrong, but I think that was like her first voice role, even.
I think that was her only voice role.
Yeah, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
She has a super cute design. She has those chubby cheeks. She has that cute blonde curly hair.
And her dad is John Goodman.
White skin. Racist.
Her dad is John Goodman.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't really factor into why I like her, but that is cool.
She was the spawn from 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, exactly. That's just a prequel to that movie, right?
Yes, yeah,
exactly.
That was the big twist. It wasn't a prequel to Cloverfield. It was a prequel to Princess and the Frog.
Even though Princess and the Frog took place in the 20s.
Yeah, exactly. Don't question it.
It's Cloverfield.
Yeah,
there's time travel or some bullshit, right?
Yeah, the notes I have listed for her are best Disney girl 10 out of 10, that voice and accent, and best character in the movie.
All right, I'll give it to you.
The best character in Princess and the Frog is a white.
I mean, the second best character is an alligator, so.
that alligator is really fuckable. I will give you that one.
I mean, if that's what you're into, man.
I think
he's really fucking cute.
Right.
Okay?
I think I like him for.
Well, he knows how to blow a horn.
I get it.
Yeah, I'd get a blowjob from him.
I think I like him for different reasons, but.
You know, if you say so, Dustin at
who am I?
Urchin Creator 69 @gmail.com.
That is totally.
Who am I trying to fool?
That is totally his email.
Once, so me and my family went to Disneyland last year, just a few months ago, and they do these things where they have professional artists draw Disney characters. You know, they have like a booklet full of characters you can choose from, and for a certain amount of money, you can have them draw one of the characters. And the one I got was Charlotte, and it's very good. I still need to get it framed. Yeah. Like, I was really happy to see her in the book. Like, I was kind of flipping through being like, oh, should I get, like, Darkwing Duck or, you know, maybe, like, Stitch or something. Then I saw they had her, and I was like, nope, that's it. Gotta go with her. Give me one of her, please.
I wonder when Disney's gonna make the live-action Princess and
Give
the
it
Frog.
a couple years.
Oh, They're gonna have to.
Yeah, just...
They gotta get to
more soon.
They gotta get to the Disney Renaissance first before they work their way. It's like the Pokemon remakes. You gotta start from the beginning and then work your way there.
I mean, pretty soon we're gonna have live-action Frozen. I'm sure they're gonna jump on that one sooner rather than later.
Well, there's Frozen on Broadway is coming out this year, so...
Oh, that's true. We were actually, when we were at Disneyland, we were gonna see, they have, like, a Frozen show they do there. We missed it, and no one was that upset about it.
No, you don't want to go see it. I had to see the Disney World version. It sucked.
Yeah, so here's a funny story. The reason why we missed it was because we were on that new Cars ride, Radiator Springs Racers. Mm-hmm. And, like, I don't care for the Cars movies, but that ride is pretty awesome. But it wasn't awesome this time because the ride broke down, like, right when we got on, and we were stuck there for, like, 20 minutes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and my mom was a little upset. She was like, well, so much for seeing the Frozen show, but the rest of us were just like, oh yeah, what a shame.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
You were given a miracle there with the ride breaking down. You should thank Cars. You're in debt to Cars now.
Mater saved us. Yeah, now I'm contractually obligated to enjoy Cars 3.
Speaking of that Cars ride, do you know that used to be like a floating tire ride, but like it was a reboot of an old flying saucer ride at Disney that didn't work because the technology wasn't there yet.
Oh, really?
And it still wasn't there yet. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I have a very obscure amount of knowledge on theme parks because I'm a loser. And there was this ride in the 60s or 70s, I believe, which was like flying saucers where it was like bumper cars, except you were in flying saucers. And they flew by air, like bursting through the ground. And you had to like bump into each other. But the problem was you had to be a very specific height and weight. Otherwise, it would not work. So most everybody was not able to use it. And eventually they discontinued it, and then they brought it back when they had a Cars Land, and it still didn't work. So they canned it twice. They tried the same ride twice and then canned it twice.
Sad. But hey,
good job, Disney.
If you're this very specific weight and height, then feel free.
Yeah.
I mean, at least the line for it would be really short.
There you go.
I really wish they didn't cancel Extraterrestrial, the Alien Encounter ride, which was supposed to be based on the Aliens franchise.
Oh, is that the one they changed into the Stitch ride?
Yes.
I mean, not really a ride, more of like a show thing.
More, they don't even do the Stitch ride. It's more of a seasonal thing now, so it's kind of pointless.
Yeah, Extraterrestrial was much better. Don't listen to the haters.
I mean, in its defense, I think the Stitch animatronic was really good. It looked really cool from what I saw. I never actually
but they shouldn't have changed the whole ride. They should have just made that its own thing.
Yeah, I'm a little biased just because Lilo and Stitch is my favorite Disney movie, so I like that it has any sort of representation in the parks. But yeah, I can see why people would definitely prefer the original version. But
Ohana means family. That means nobody gets left behind. Stitch is closing down. Bye, fucker. What were you saying, Dustin?
Oh, I was just gonna say, speaking of Disneyland and Lilo and Stitch, Charlotte, Princess and the Frog. Charlotte's very good.
Yeah. Way to bring it back around.
She's great.
Charlotte is one tasty
yeah.
Beignet.
Female.
She's a delicious.
What do you want from me? I don't fucking know.
It's all good.
But okay, that's the last of my girls on my list.
Way to go, Dustin! You had a very nice variety.
I put it together all by myself.
I'm so proud of you.
Good boy. You get an A+.
Gold sticker.
The Dustin Variety Hour.
Believe me, I have way more I could have picked. I could do a whole podcast series just on my waifu list.
Well, thank God we do this once a year.
You say that pridefully, which I don't think you should, but
yeah,
whatever. I can't stop you.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Dustin,
I can talk about animated cartoon ladies.
Dustin, I'm married and my waifu list is still a mile long, so don't feel bad.
That's true. I have an excuse.
I don't. But she understands. So I guess I'll do my last one here.
Okay.
I really, really hate to classify this one as a waifu. I think there's a term daughter-fu, I guess. Is that a thing?
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Why don't you just do what Nolan does and then do more of a I respect her.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. I respect her.
Yeah, pull that excuse.
Yeah, sure. So my last choice is Danny with an I Phantom from Danny Phantom. I just think this character is fucking adorable.
So not only is she a little girl, but she's also dead. Good.
She's not dead. They fixed it. Oh yeah.
I think isn't she like a female clone of Danny? But a little girl.
She's basically Danny with a ponytail.
She's spin-off material.
Interesting.
But no.
Interesting.
Shut up. No, I really like her episode that she's introduced is in my top 5 favorite episodes of the show, and I unabashedly love Danny Phantom. I have some problems with season 3, but that's neither here nor there. Just a few.
I'm glad you like Danny Phantom so much. You can like it for both of us because I really don't like it.
Oh, I love that show.
I don't hate it. It's not the worst.
It's not your thing, and that's fine. That's exactly. Okay. I can never fault someone for not liking something.
honestly,
I can.
Physically, I'm able to do it.
But yeah, I really liked what how they introduced her. Like, you know, she's a female, a failed female clone. Well, I don't think that it was intentionally female. It's just how she came out. But you know, she is technically a clone of Danny, but she's like supposed to be like a 12-year-old girl or something. I like how rambunctious she is, and I like how she like just kind of likes to mess with Danny and stuff. I really like her costume better. I don't know, it's a very interesting variation on Danny's regular costume. And yeah, and it is a season 3 episode, so it's not like the best, but she has another episode in season 3 where she comes back where they had to fix her melting problem. I'm sad they didn't do more with her, because I think having her around more often would have been a funny dynamic for the show. But yeah, she's an adorable character. I love her personality. I love her look. I use her as my various social media icons every now and then. So I don't know. I like her. I think she's adorable, and I love her, and I want her to protect her.
She probably would protect you.
Yeah,
she's the one with powers.
Yeah, save me from all the bullies in the world.
That's my job.
I just need people to protect me. I can't defend myself.
I will protect you, JD, with all of my heart and soul.
That's so sweet.
I gotta play Sonic Generations.
Sonic Generations is amazing.
Yes,
yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
And then they made Forces, and then I wanted to die.
But yeah, I was really sad. Okay, so this is a really kind of off tangent story. So Butch Hartman has a YouTube channel, and before he started doing the big whiteboard drawing that he does at the end of his episodes, he would do like, oh, I'm gonna sketch a character in my sketchbook, and he did a sketch of Danielle, and I messaged him on Facebook like, hey Butch, is there any way I could just buy that sketch off you, because that would be amazing. And he's like, man, just I'll just send you a sketch, there's no problem. And I was like, that'd be amazing. And so he sent me the sketch, or he sent me a sketch, but it's just a sketch of regular Danny, and I'm like, oh, I mean, thank you. That's really awesome that you just mailed me a sketch for free. But I would really rather this other character.
He probably had like a whole bunch in back. It's like, oh, okay,
I mean, maybe that's entirely possible. Like, okay, a bunch of like, here, give this to the fans. So shut up.
Yeah, it's like okay, what are you fan of? And you'd be like, can you send me a picture of Cosmo? And he'll just send you Timmy Turner.
So I am.
They're both equally terrible characters, so it's okay.
So yeah, I wish I could have gotten the sketch of Danielle. The one I have of Danny is still really cool, and I've got it framed.
Well, just add some lipstick, add a ponytail.
Yeah, there you go.
Danny,
exactly.
With an eye.
Now everyone's gonna be.
Yeah, it's a boy, but it's a girl, and I know that's how you feel most comfortable. So
I don't know. I mean, sometimes when they gender bend a character, it looks cool. I don't know.
Dude, that's so.
I mean,
gay.
yeah, it is. It's super gay.
Oh my
but
God.
I'm okay with it. I know who I am. I make no apologies. No, actually, I'm very ashamed of myself. So yeah,
as we all should.
Yeah. So that's my last.
Why do I need to feel ashamed? What did I do?
I mean, you don't have to feel shame. You do you, man.
You chose to do this podcast with us.
Regrettable life choices.
Now, is that now? Are you sure that's not a choice or charity voice?
That is the question.
I mean, either way, that's your time.
It's not like I mean,
keep this.
I have 60 to 80, I work 60 to 80 hours a week, so I mean, I don't got much else to do.
That's true.
Other than that, so
yeah.
But,
Phil,
who's next?
hit us with your last one, man.
Give us your last.
If it's not
one.
the girl from Phil of the Future, I'd be pissed.
I don't even know who that is. Sorry.
It's the girl from Big Bang Theory.
Is
I
it?
think. Kaylee Cuoco.
I don't know.
Of course.
I don't watch Big Bang Theory because I like actual comedy. but
I
told it to my
Bazunga.
I told that to my mom the other day because she really likes to watch Big Bang Theory.
Oh my!
I shamed my mom for her sitcom choices.
I do this exact same to my mom. So
good. Anyway, Phil.
All right. I saved my favorite for last. While I don't have a strong opinion on the original show now, and while I do like the spin-off a lot that other people don't, I really like Starfire from Teen Titans.
Dropping some.
But she's the most useless one.
I don't care. She's the most adorable one. I know people are like, "Oh no, Raven's better." It's like, no, I like Starfire a little better.
Teen Titans Go aside, like all she did in the original one was just get captured and be like, "Robin,
she really could
save me."
She really could have used the season to herself.
Like, yeah, she was the only one who. She was the only one who didn't get a season to herself because the writers knew, oh yeah, she's dog shit.
Yeah, that is really weird.
She only worked better in separate episodes. I don't think I honestly would want to watch a whole season about Starfire. Then I'd probably hate her.
Whoa, way to be loyal to your waifu. Damn, you just roasted her. Like, if I had to deal with her for a prolonged period of time, I wouldn't fly with that. Damn.
Well, I will
rest in peace, Starfire.
I like her in short bursts.
Yeah, emphasis on bursts.
Phil, I will say that I do like her design. I don't really care for Teen Titans Go. I've made my peace with it. But I do really like the character design, the way they changed up her design. I think it's really adorable.
Yeah. See, now, I think I only like the show because when I used to watch the original show, I usually only cared more about the comedic episodes. Mm-hmm. So I sort of don't mind the more retarded, take on it.
Hey. The word take is very offensive to me.
Oh. Okay, the more retarded concept of it.
Okay, thank you.
Don't want to offend
But
anyone.
yeah, it's like, honestly, like, I like the fact that Titans Go just really doesn't give a shit about what it does. Like, it'll make fun of the fans, it'll just do whatever the hell it wants.
Yeah, and I'm kind of biased now because I have a friend who worked on it, so... Oops.
Yeah, I mean, I like Teen Titans Go. I don't think it needs to be played so much.
Yeah, that I don't agree with. I don't like the fact that it's on 24/7, but I like the show well enough, and I, like an idiot, I probably will go see the movie
I
just
have
because.
serious questions of how it's going to sustain an hour-and-a-half movie.
I kind of do, too. I'm curious.
I mean, I'll go see it because we're going to review it for the show, but, like, I have some concerns.
You guys, hey, JD, can you cut this out?
I guess.
They literally storyboarded it like less than a year ago.
I believe that.
Yeah, pretty much. They just announced it out of the blue and say, "Hey, it's coming out in a half a year." It's like, oh, okay.
Oh.
They literally started right around when they announced it. So
I believe that.
It's either going to be serviceable or a complete train wreck, and I'm excited to see which way we go from here.
But
see, that's what I'm expecting. I'm just gonna go in expecting. It's like, you know what? It's either gonna be bad or good. I'm still gonna go see it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
Even if it's like really horrible, I'm not gonna be surprised in the slightest. I'm just like, all right, that was it.
I mean, that's the thing. I'm sure the writing will be, on the same level of the show, which is either love it or hate it. I think I think the show's funny, so I'm interested in seeing where a movie can go with it. I have no idea how, but.
Yeah, man, I kind of got off topic. We're supposed to talk about Starfire. It's like, no, fuck Starfire. Let's talk about the show.
I mean, that happened with literally every character.
But I think we went more of Starfire because everyone's like, oh,
Starfire's got a cute design. I like it.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm also. I think it's also the fact that I really like Hynden Walsh was like a nobody at the time. Like nobody knew who she was. Because she did bit parts in other cartoons and movies, but I think Starfire was like her breakout role, basically.
I think you're forgetting about her role in The Secret of Nim 2.
Yeah, great. That's great.
Wow. The movie's protagonist was as big as her popularity.
Yeah, well, it's sort of like, well, she did others, like, she was in, like, Chalk Zone, but it's like, who gives a shit about Chalk Zone?
Yeah.
It had a good
I
concept,
forgot
but
about
it
that.
sucks.
Yeah,
All I know is that Snap got tied up a lot, and I really appreciated it.
Rudy, use the chalk!
Rudy used the chalk and tie me up. Aww.
Rudy truly did have the chalk. The chalk.
His unplaceable accent and inflection. What gender was Snap? Nobody knows.
He's a chalk person.
He's asexual.
Pansexual. Yeah.
That's a fucking cop-out and you know it.
I'm not saying... I don't know.
But yeah, Teen Titans was kind of her first big role.
Yeah, it was. And then she went on, and then she got to be like one of the main characters in Adventure Time, and she's just sort of like everywhere now. Like she even got to voice Harley Quinn at one point, or no, twice actually.
Honestly, I kind of prefer her Harley Quinn over Tara Strong.
I do too.
Well, yeah, because she's more closer to Arlene than Tara. Tara just sort of, it's basically Tara doing a Brooklyn accent, while Hendon's still trying to sound like the original.
And again, it's Tara, so I can tell it's Tara, and I can't divorce the two.
Yeah,
I don't know why you guys don't prefer the Big Bang Theory chick as Harley Quinn.
She did an alright job.
Why?
She's alright, yeah.
Why did she not get any?
She's only done Harley once, though.
Because nobody liked the movie.
Yeah, one of the shittiest Timverse movies. Good job, everybody.
Oh, there's a whole Hooters for Supergirls.
Was she Harley in the new one, the Batman and Harley Quinn movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was talking to Phil about this. I feel like her and Tara kind of have opposite problems with Harley. With Tara, I think she brings a little too much energy. She like really hams it up, and I feel like the one in that movie didn't ham it up enough. She was kind of like really downplaying. And for Harley Quinn,
Hendon's like on the level.
Yeah.
Like she's no Arlene. No one can really top her, but like she's definitely like the second best. But I think the problem is Tara sort of has like a vice grip on the role that Warner Brothers is just like, nah, she can just do the voice whenever we need her.
Well, also Tara Strong like complains a lot if she doesn't get a role she wants. So
oh yeah, we know this. That her little while I kind of agree with her on this, but she did have her little Powerpuff Girls outburst.
Powerpuff pout.
Yeah, but I think it was kind of funny though when they did the crossover with Teen Titans. So she sort of had to deal with the voice actors from it.
True.
So I think even at one point they even had Raven talk to Bubbles, and it's sort of like, well, I wonder how she feels about that one. I mean, I have no hate towards Tara. I still like some of her roles, but
we've joked a bit on this show, but
no, fuck
I'm
you,
sure you have.
You ate my applesauce on lunch. Bitch.
But yeah,
I
Starfire,
think Hendon did a very good job with Starfire. It was a
Hendon really brings it.
Yeah.
Hendon's usually like most of my choices. I really adore like the voice acting. That really brings out the character to me mostly.
Yeah.
Well, when they were making the old Teen Titans show, I if I remember correctly, they were explaining like how they came up with the personalities for all of the Titans, and I don't know. I've never read Teen Titans in the comics, so I don't know how close they are. But they were like trying to basically put like high school archetypes onto them. So Starfire was like the foreign exchange student. So I think I like how Hendon kind of interpreted that into how she acted Starfire.
Yeah, because Starfire, she's very naive to Earth culture.
So it's like any kind of foreign exchange student coming to America. They don't know the language very well. They don't know any of the customs or the slang terms. So I think it's very more played up in Teen Titans Go, where she adds the to everything.
Yeah, they pretty much made that a joke where there's even one episode where Starfire repeats the over and over just to annoy somebody. So they're very self-aware about that.
In the original show, it was a little more believable, I guess. The way she kind of played around with English. But
I also like how she wasn't like outright stupid. She just, like you said, more naive.
Yeah.
But again, she was still a completely useless character. So
yeah, basically, she's pretty much just like, okay, we need her to fly around and do stuff.
I think the only time she's ever been useful was, off the top of my head, the Mother May I episode.
Yeah,
and that was completely inconsequential. Like completely like it could have been any of the Titans. It just so happened to be Starfire.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
At least that episode weirds me out because mommy.
That is a very strange episode. I don't know how I feel about it.
See, that's what I liked about the original series. I love the stupid comedic episodes.
Yeah,
just because
I like when it got really weird.
They were all the more stupid because they had the serious episodes to counterbalance them.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. I mean, some like the serious episodes. Every once in a while, I'm just sort of like, okay. I mean, like you get episodes like Cyborg the Barbarian, and you're just like, okay, this really sucks and it's kind of boring. But then,
I like that one.
Really, I thought it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then you get like a Mad Mod episode, which is always.
I mean, honestly,
fun
Mad
and over
Mod
the
is
top.
like definitely like almost my number 2 favorite episode because I love how absurd it is. And like.
Oh yeah, the second one.
Oh yeah,
really
Revolution is great
with him.
Revolution, I do agree to a point where I do like that Teen Titans can go from have a really goofy episode to have a really dark and serious episode, and I mean every season every season leading the episode before the 2-part season finale was always a goofy episode. Because, like, in the first season, you had Mad Mod. And the second season, I think, was the one where Larry was introduced.
It was. And then season 3 had a bunch of them. Because you had a Mad Mod episode, a Mumbo Jumbo episode.
Yeah, because I think the one where they go in Mumbo's hat is the goofy episode before the finale.
Yeah, that episode was very goofy. And then in season
5, I think it was the road race episode.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's like one of the only few good ones of that season.
Season 5 isn't bad. It's just it's weird because it's one. Every episode leads into the next one.
But it also is. I think honestly darker than the one with
Satan
because it's really fucking
it really
weak.
is.
Like, I just remember fucking. Like, all of the heroes are getting, like, cryogenically frozen, and then they're just going to be disposed of. And, like, Beast Boy...
that's right. That was their master plan.
And, like, the Doom Patrol was just, like, completely suicidal to the point where it's like, we have to die for the mission. And it's like, well, that seems very counterintuitive, but okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's maybe reel it in a little bit, you guys.
I'll give one thing about that final season. That like the second to last episode where all the heroes, you could tell how badly animated everything is. Cause like Mother May I's there, but she's just bouncing around doing nothing.
Yeah, that whole final fight is just goofy.
It's a mess. It's a big mess. Like even there's like a bunch of crowd shots where it's just so badly drawn.
Yeah, I mean. When you're doing a big scene like that where you have like 1 million characters, I think you kind of gotta stop.
Like isn't the puppet king like randomly in with the Titans there too for no reason?
Oh yeah,
it was weird because I always thought it was weird that he was with the villains at the beginning of season 5 because it's like, isn't he dead?
Yeah,
a lot of them are dead. Like they shouldn't even be there.
They were like, oh, well, I was going to call it quits with this villainy thing, but...
With the whole being dead thing, but...
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to miss out on their big Legion of Doom.
I also really like how we got to see... what was it? Like, the last episode with Tara. I really liked that. That was a good ending, I think.
That broke my heart as a child.
Yes, I remember we were watching it together, and you were like, "I didn't like that ending."
Yeah,
man.
Because Dustin loves Tara.
Yeah, she was
loved Tara.
Yeah, she was my favorite at the time. So when that episode aired, I was like, oh, they brought her back, but oh, they destroyed my ship.
No, but I loved how it's sort of also now like a dark omen to Teen Titans Go. Things change, Beast Boy.
And they change into this.
And boy, did they ever.
But yeah, I'm going to have to head out in 10 minutes, so can I quickly just do mine?
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. Go ahead.
You got the last one.
Mine is my first waifu that I ever had when I was 7 because I didn't know what gay was at the time and I didn't realize I was a homosexual. So my first ever waifu was Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls, which is a very basic choice. I know, sue me. But,
no, it's no problem.
But the way I handled it, quote unquote, is where the fun, interesting stuff comes in because I used to be really inspired by Captain Underpants, right?
Yes.
And I wanted to make comics. So what I would do was I would make these comics with me as Spider-Man, and then Blossom was my friend. Possible love interest, I think. I don't know. And we went through this portal to go to the world of Captain Underpants. So we would have kooky, crazy adventures and shit. And
I'd read that.
Well, hold on.
Okay, maybe I wouldn't.
So there was this one comic where the portal was in the shape of a flower, and it was like, oh, what's going on? What's happening in the city of whatever the fuck Captain
He lives in Piqua, Ohio.
And the fictional version, not the real one. Yeah. God damn it, JD. Get your shit together. But no, so it turns out that somebody is getting married in fictional Piqua, Ohio, I guess, JD. And they decide, George and Harold decide they're going to pull the most epic prank and change who's getting married. Don't ask me how that's supposed to work, because I don't know. And it turns out that, oh yeah, also I forgot to mention, an integral part of the story, that Diaper Dog and Super Diaper Baby were involved in this fucking hooligan shenanza. So, as it turns out, George and Harold decide, you know who should get married? Blossom the fucking dog, apparently. So that happened. Oh
my god.
And when I was 7, I apparently promoted bestiality. So yeah, Sonic 06 is the one laughing at me now, and that's how I brought this podcast full circle.
That was the most beautiful story I've ever heard. I love that so much.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
That's beautiful.
It's not. Oh, but okay.
It was lovely, Nolan. I love that so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can't. I guess we can't fucking top that now. So,
but is outside of your fan fiction, is there anything else that appeals about Blossom to you?
She was smart. She was pretty. She had a ponytail, or I guess it was a ponytail.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, she had it was a ponytail because she has a little hair clip in the back for her, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, she had the hair clip back there. That I do remember.
Well,
but yeah, so I also remember I wanted to marry Blossom, so I guess I cucked myself when I was 7. So that's embarrassing.
No, George and Harold did.
Yeah, well, no, I made George and Harold cuck myself, so that's like multiple layers of cuckoldery. So for those who stuck around long enough, they will know that I cucked myself when I was 7.
There you go.
And that's how we end today's 2.5 hours
and at the end,
bonanza.
At the end of the day, isn't that what Valentine's Day is really about?
Getting cucking yourself?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, well, potato, do you?
That's the reason for the season.
Oh god.
Happy holidays.
Thank you guys for being here for this. I have not laughed this hard in a good long while, so thank you.
I mean, at my own expense.
No, just
you're welcome.
in general, the camaraderie made me laugh. So thank you.
More like the camaraderie.
Yeah.
Happy
So
Valentine's Day.
yeah, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Whether you're.
I don't. Fuck this holiday.
I really hope my parents don't listen to this episode.
Your parents listen to this?
They sure do.
Did they listen to the MILF one?
Hey, Dustin's parents.
Don't.
My
say
parents
it.
listen to it sometimes, and that's
sorry.
really embarrassing. But
skip this one. This one's not good for you to listen to.
Put up a disclaimer before the episode.
So yeah, so thank you guys for being on the show. Thank you everyone for listening, and we will catch you all next week.
I guess.
Hey.
Bye.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, catch you on the flip side.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Ink and Paint Club podcast. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can catch a new episode every week. Also be sure to follow us on our Facebook and Twitter so you can keep up with the show. Links are in the description. We'll see you next week.